T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Hey, good evening, lovely people. Hope you're well. It's Friday, the 27th of August. We are Kop-ish, man like Matt, Callum, and Drifty. Boys, what a day. This time yesterday we're doing our Twitch show, which obviously if you guys aren't subscribed to our Twitch channel, you should be by now. Had a great show with Aaron, George, KG, Carefree, Lewis. Absolutely brilliant show. And we spoke about Cristiano Ronaldo, who was, as of yesterday, signing for Manchester City. Wake up this morning and it looks like George Mendes has pulled off a blinder. He looks like he's basically flirted with the enemy to get an extra take. He's played a blind. As far as agents go, Mendes has played a blinder here. I think he duped everyone and he got Man U to buy it on the bullet, and buy it on the bullet they did. Zizi with the first super chat. A fan of this club can no longer even dream about signing someone like Rafinha, for example. FSG have manipulated fans into mediocrity. Oh, we're going to speak, Zizi. We're going to speak. We're going to speak. We're going to speak. We're going to learn
today. Trust me.
They're going to learn today.
Streets approved. Tem says, I'm fuming at FSG right now. I'll be honest. I'm going to play devil's advocate in this show, but it's going to be hard for me to do that. No, I am. And plus, some of the stuff I say, I genuinely believe as well. I will say whether I'm playing devil's advocate or not as the show goes on. What I would say, guys, I think we should quickly go through the fixtures, quickly do our score predictions, spend a bit of time speaking about what's happening in the transfer market. Ashot, Cal out. That is harsh. Don't label me in the same category as FSG. Don't out me, please. You know? But no, all jokes aside, we're going to chop up the games. Then we'll spend a bit of time speaking about Mbappe, Ronaldo, etc. And then obviously we'll bring the callers in. All right, first game of the weekend to bring a bit of fun and joy. Manchester City versus Arsenal.
This should be quite easy. Man City will win this.
You're crazy, bro.
Man City will win this. I'm going City. City at home, yeah? Whether it's home or away, don't even matter. I'm going to go City 3-1.
Just, by the way, guys, apologies. Let me just finish this packet, Chris, as quick as I can. I'm so hungry. It's a joke.
1-1.
I know eating on camera is a bad thing. 1-1, bro. 1-1.
3-1, you're saying, Matt, yeah?
I'm going 3-1 City. 3-1 City.
I'm going 3-1 as well. I think Arsenal will get a goal, but I don't think it'll be enough. I think it's going to be a consolation goal. I do, unfortunately, see them getting piped. For lack of a better term.
Why?
I do see it being a bad one. Norwich versus Leicester City.
Oh, this is a tough one, you know. You know why?
Leicester lost their last game.
Leicester haven't quite looked themselves this season. And Norwich, after 2 beatings, the luck or like something's got to break for them a bit, in it. You know what I mean? They took 2 beatings off Liverpool and City. And I think maybe they might be catching Leicester at the right time, you know. Okay. Leicester aren't exactly playing well at the moment.
Sounds like you're about to go for a hipster predictions
You
still.
going for Leicester?
I'm gonna go.
I mean Norwich. Sorry.
I'm gonna go 1-1. I'm gonna go 1-1 for this game. You know.
Oh, okay.
I
Couple
wouldn't be
super chats.
shocked if it was a 2-1 Leicester win, though. I wouldn't. But I'm gonna go 1-1. I got a feeling Norwich might get some out of this game.
Sam Max Legend says if Arsenal don't score versus City, they'll have to put forward their training sessions for goal of the month. They can't because they battered West Brom the other day in the League Cup, innit? So they'll use those goals.
For real.
Ace on Industry says Cal blink twice if Jamrock is behind the camera. I'm not gonna say nothing. No, Jamrock is not. As I said, look, it's as host of this particular show.
He blinked twice, Matt. Did you see that? How did you blink twice?
No. My eyes were burning.
Man said his eyes are burning.
No.
I didn't mean it.
He's like, are you sure about it? You know, yeah, no, Jamrock's not here. Make sure. All right, yeah, he's not here. Yeah.
Mr. Pinky, say something else.
Oh boy. What are you saying for Norwich, Leicester City, Matt?
I think Norwich. I think Leicester will win this. I think Leicester lost their last game, innit?
Yeah, 4-1.
They lost to West Ham. They got battered.
Well.
They did have a man sent off though, innit?
Yeah, I think they
did.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say. I think Leicester go back to winning ways. I think Leicester take this 2-1. I'm gonna go 2-1.
2-1. I'm
2-1.
going to go 3-1 Leicester. I think they'll have too much for an attacking team as the attacking team. Obviously we've covered Liverpool Chelsea. You guys did a brilliant job in the preview, guys. If you haven't seen the Liverpool versus Chelsea preview, make sure you check out after this show. Matt and Drifty chopped up brilliantly, so make sure you speak and see that one, and leave a drop a comment in the comment section as well. Old School Tunes 80 says, what flavor crisp Drift?
Ready salted, bro. Whenever I'm eating for pure hunger reasons, I always just go for ready salted.
That's so mad.
Raw,
we're eating the exact same crisp.
That is so mad, bro.
That's so mad.
And not even that. Look,
that's so mad.
Hold on.
I love them kettles, them and the balsam or vinegar ones.
Yeah. Hold on, let me flip my.
And while we're getting it all out the way, shout out to all my Jamaicans who know about the blackberry brandy. Jeez!
The blackberry brandy is banging. Hold on, one second. Let me fix my camera. Give me one second.
You're right, Drifty. That is a nice drink, Drifty. That is a nice drink.
Me tell you, anytime any family goes back to Jamaica, they have to bring us a bottle back.
Vex Blazer says, Bloodfire. I've just seen that we are 6.8 mil in profit. Any FSG fan can kiss me ass. These man got the gold blood. Need to send Judge their way on a reel. As I said, we're going to chop up FSG. I'm supposing we are going to speak a lot about that. One thing I will say, guys, in fact, no, I was going to say let's wait until the end of the window. I do think we should wait till the end of the window because look, yesterday
we should. But
plain example, it looked like City were going to get Ronaldo yesterday. 24 hours later, he's a Man United player. So anything can happen in the window. So just know anything you say now is not the end of the situation. So we can
agreed. It's not, but I just think we'll get into it now. But I think there's a lot of concern. I think that's what it is. Even I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Just a little shout out to everyone that said they think it sounds nice. It is bloody gorgeous. It's oh my god, this brandy is just.
Oh,
do you know what, Drift? Just quickly. The crisp. I think he's moved on now to the drink. Now I think.
Yeah, and my chocolate digestives. I'm gonna try and get through them real quick. But yeah, so what you gonna ask me, Matt?
No, I was gonna say. You see that video that you showed me the other day, and I was bending up. That video is getting played on Tuesday. If you know what happens in it,
bro, that might even get played today.
No. Save it for
wait till Tuesday.
So Tuesday, got to.
This can't be true. Luis Diaz to Everton.
Yes. That's it.
What?
I was gonna
my
tell
Luis Diaz.
Yes, your Luis Diaz, bro. I'm not joking. I swear to you. Yeah, it's actually real. It's a real thing. You might be getting
no. We got Matt. The video's got to drop today. Where were you, bro? Hold on. My Luis Diaz is going Everton.
Yes, I'm gonna find it for you now, and I'm not even guessing.
Baby. It's my baby.
Hold on. Have you look?
You gonna take my baby?
Have you not seen Cal? Give me 1 second, yeah.
Yeah, do you?
FSG are doing this on purpose. This is spite. They're doing this
I'm gonna
on
show.
purpose.
I'm gonna
This is
show you
spite.
lot. People have already seen it. Yeah, this is what I tweeted today. Can you not see this? Can you not see that? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Right,
like
I'm
the
gonna
Made
bring
in
it back.
Chelsea thing, innit?
Listen.
I don't think you shared the audio.
Did I not share the audio?
No, you're the only one laughing, bro.
Oh no! Don't lie. Hold on.
We can't hear a blood.
Hold on, you need to hear the audio because this is basically me saying this is Klopp asking FSG for funds. Why is it playing the audio? Hold on. How come I can hear but you lot can't? It should be sharing the video, no?
You should have. There should have been an option to share audio as well. You might not have clicked it.
Can you not hear that?
No.
What?
Okay.
That's some joke thing.
Keanu, you're nothing.
I'll try to figure that out afterwards then.
All right. Tottenham, Watford. What are you saying, Matt?
Harry Kane's gonna have a. He's actually gonna have a good game, you know. I think Spurs win is comfortably like 3-1, 4-1. I think.
I'm going 5-0 for this to Tottenham.
Yeah.
Drift. I can't remember what you said. For this
Yeah, I'm
game.
trying to remember because
Yeah, we did.
yesterday.
We spoke about.
Yeah,
it.
that's what I was gonna say. I think I said 3-1 Spurs. I think.
Yeah.
I think I said 2-0 Spurs, bro. I think I said 2-0 Spurs.
2-0.
I think
And
so.
look, this is a game we all predicted, but I think we can change our minds on this one now. I'm going to quickly read out Liam's super chat. Liam says, if United don't win a trophy after signing Varane, Sancho, and Ronaldo, it'd be the biggest failure in football history. Facts.
We'll get onto that.
Again,
Trust me.
Sorry, so I'm getting breaking news. Yeah, that's facts. They're confirming that.
VAR said facts.
Yeah. Tahir says, what window, Callum? Throw FSG out the window. Oh, let's not be too harsh now. Let's talk about homicide and all that now, people. Look, let's see what happens in it. That's all I'm going to say. I may even have to do the next when we speak about FSG. I might have to do it in a JW Henry voice and just rebuttal everything, just for the sake of it. Who knows? Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Manchester United with Cristiano Ronaldo.
He won't be eligible, but it'll give them a lift. For me,
Will he
Man
not?
United win this. I don't think so. Because he would have needed to have signed by 12 p.m. midday today, I think, for you to register. And then I think international clearance as well, potentially. So I don't know if he'll be available. I don't think so. But even still, bro, they get a lift from that. They're winning this game, in my opinion.
We'll get onto all of that. We'll get onto all.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say.
Mods assemble as well because it's actually starting.
Yeah. The mods are gonna assemble now. Yeah, Man United, I think, win this one 3-1. Because if with Wolves as well, I still feel like they're very hit and miss right now. Do you know they're trying to get as well? They put in a bid for Botman still.
Yeah. I thought he'd move to Atalanta.
So did I.
Who put in the bid for Botman? Man United?
No,
Wolves.
Oh.
I actually think that'd be a good move for him actually as well to like boost up his credentials if people don't rate him. But yeah, man, Man United win this one. Even without Ronaldo, he lifts the spirits for like the whole club. So they're gonna win it. Whether it's 2-1 or 3-1, but yeah, Cal, just put 3-1.
3-1, yeah. I'm actually going 2-1 Wolves.
I can't remember what I said this score would be. I can't
even remember myself, to be honest.
I think I said 2-0 Man U for this one.
Please tell me.
Yeah, no, it's all right now, Matt. Old school 80 says 69th floor, referring to the window thing that to hear. Sean Swain says JW Henry on the streets, trolley full of cans, MSG out. He said, Bubs from the wire, yeah. Bubs from the wire.
I thought of trading places as soon as you said that, but Bob from the wire is perfect.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to change to 2-1. Even though Man United will still win, I just think they might not.
2-1 who, Matt?
Still Man United. They'll still win. Just maybe think 3 maybe a bit too. And it's because they drew away from home. I feel
like Monkey King, just write again as a normal message, bro. Apologies. Yeah, the mods are making it go so mad that the comments are getting bypassed. Please stop the spamming. It's absolutely unnecessary.
Plano boy TX says Klopp is mad. He's still ignoring the fact that the mid is injury prone. The midfield is injury prone, not reliable. I am done with blaming FSG. Klopp gets blamed too. I'm glad someone said it.
Yeah.
Glad
So
someone
if
said
you're
it.
gonna back FSG, then you got to go down with the ship. I know I love him to death like a second dad, but he's fully backing FSG with everything he's saying. And
What's
I get
this?
the position he's in,
Klopp.
but I would prefer if he just kept quiet to show us he's not happy. If you
all
come
right.
out and you say you're happy in public, I don't think that's necessary. I think as a
Okay.
manager, you have the right to just keep quiet if you don't agree with it.
Mhm.
But if you back it, you're doing a Wenger thing. And I'm sorry, I'm not into that. I'm not into all that. Look where Arsenal are now, because Wenger kept hiding them and kept on backing them and letting everybody like think it was all Wenger's fault and all that crap. No, I don't like that. I don't like
All
that.
right, let me. Can I quickly say something on this as
Hold on,
well?
let's get Drift's prediction for
Oh yeah.
Wolves United.
Oh, 2-0 Man U.
2-0 United. Okay. Okie dokie. People, you guys know what to do. Leave your score predictions below. Monkey King says, will the failed move impact Kane's season? I personally don't think so.
No, I probably
Because
still,
he's a
he's still
Tottenham
going
boy
goals.
through and through, I think he'll be really annoyed, but he'll get over it. I think he'll get a boosted contract, and I think he'll actually be all right. And he'll want to play for his move next year as well. Remember, he's still in his brain, got to think, I've got 3 or 4 years left. I've got to at least perform to get a move. He's got a World Cup he's got to be ready for as well at the end of the year. Yeah. He will still perform. Harry Kane is very professional.
Old School Tunes 80 says Bamford as a striker. Thoughts? Signing has been mad, big moves going on. We need to strengthen. I wouldn't take Bamford personally. In fact, Bamford's not the one I'd want. I won't sit here and say I wouldn't be. I'd be okay if we signed him. I wouldn't be over the moon. I wouldn't be.
No. You're not giving me Bamford. You're not making me wait till the end of the window and giving me Bamford. You're not. Do you know what that would be like? That'd be like being at a prom and thinking you're gonna get a proper slow dance like The Wood. Remember The Wood? Remember when he was waiting for his moment if that song comes on, and he's like, "Yeah, I've got to wait for my moment." And then when the song comes on, she's like, "Don't stop," and she just starts skanking
out. Musa LFC says, "Okay, we're assuming he's not happy. What if Klopp genuinely believes he doesn't need a midfielder and only wants an attacker if Origi leaves? Then I think Klopp needs to be addressed."
That's the thing. If Klopp does believe that, there's a real issue with why he believes that.
Yeah, Klopp needs to be addressed if that is the case, in my personal humble opinion. Vitu says, this transfer window proves we're not getting a marquee signing soon. And Mbappe only wants Madrid per Fabrizio. Now there's talk Haaland going to PSG. We're back to bargain buys. Callum, great name by the way, Callum. So tired, need the window to close just for my sanity. Yeah, same. This window's been draining, man. I'm not gonna lie. It has actually been draining, especially as content creators. It's been a tough window because there's not really been anything of substance that we've been able to talk about in terms of transfers apart from Konate, and that was pretty much tied up pretty soon. So yeah, I don't know. What I will say though, people, there's almost 900 of you in the chat. Please do smash that like button. It's a Friday night. We got 900 of you. That is
thumbs up, guys.
Yeah, that is humbling. Thank you very much, people. Really do appreciate the love and support. It doesn't go unnoticed. Truly humble.
Twitch
truly
gang
grateful.
in the house. What's going on?
Indeed. Again, if you've not signed up to us on Twitch, make sure you subscribe to us on Twitch as well. But no, please do smash the like button, people. 900 of you in the chat. Let's get up to 750 likes. You've got to quickly scroll up, smash the like button, and then you're back in. That's it.
And you know what, Carl? I just want to take a moment as well to big up every single person who jumped on the Twitch show yesterday. I'm not going to lie. It was actually really nice to see so many people who transferred over, jumped on the Twitch thing, supported, and we had a great show. We had a great show yesterday. It was enjoyable, man. I can't wait till next week. The banter is going to be mad after this now. Aaron's already been hitting me up, bro. Like,
Aaron's been
like, the Twitch group has been like when the tumbleweeds go.
Yeah. I've just had to.
Aaron's just like, what's going on with everyone? Yeah. It's just like bare tumbleweeds in the WhatsApp group.
I'm eating humble pie because this time yesterday I was thinking, I'm going to get out all these Man United fans. Yeah, can't even say a word now. Can't even say a word. Man United fans.
Yes, who's back?
Yeah, they did what they did.
I think I tried a thing, so it should work.
Even
now.
when you change location, Henry's still on like that, man.
Bruv, do you want to know something? I reckon they're trying to get me for my tweet.
I got eyes everywhere, baby. Y'all think I ain't got Richard Branson on speed? I know y'all use Virgin.
I said, you think you can hop in the whip and escape me?
I'm everywhere, baby. Call me Omni Henry,
smell
baby.
my drink,
I'm
bro.
everywhere. I'm everywhere.
Right.
When
It
you
is
feel that
mad.
breath on the back of your neck, that's me, partner. That's me, sucker. That's me.
Matt, I hope you drank I hope you drank the first third and filled that back up with something brown or see-through, bro.
Gonna get
Ease
litty
the
tonight.
stress, Bridget.
Oh, bro, no, it's
Tibbo-
actually mad.
Tibbo says Liverpool versus United is as nerve-wracking as losing your virginity. I think it depends on your situation, personally. Like,
I don't think there's anything more nerve-wracking than losing your fee. But at the same time, I actually get nervous playing Man United, even when we're smoky hot and they're shit. It's just the rivalry. It's just the feeling of the rivalry, to be honest. Even when we won the league, I was worried. And Man United weren't even playing well, but it's just Man United. Do you know what I mean? Like, you always get that feeling. You know what? I listen to the fighters, and do you know what the fighters always tell you? No matter who you are, if you don't get them butterflies, then stop fighting. Because just because you're the best, it doesn't mean you shouldn't have that feeling of anticipation before a fight. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so no matter how dead the opposition is, you've always got to have that feeling of like, oh, here we go. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise, the emotion and the passion is gone. You know what I mean? So
Tahir Qureshi, Mendy joining. Oh, no. Tahir, I can't read that out. Not gonna. From this point on in the show, everyone, that story that came up on the screen that I don't even want to really mention the person's name, we ain't even going to be speaking about that. That's not a subject we want to delve into at all. Like, there needs to be more substance to it before we even say anything on that note. Like, sorry.
To be honest, if he's guilty, it's not actually funny at all. So
obviously, that's not a dig at you to hear. Like, we appreciate the super chat.
Of course.
We're not going to delve into that topic. That's a sickening topic. Like,
trust me,
Drifty's got a bag of godchildren. Me and Matt have got children. Like, so that topic alone,
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
that is not. Yeah,
it's a mad one still. So yeah, we're not going to really delve into that. Plus, we don't know all the facts and everything yet. So
no, for real. Do you know one thing I do want to bring up though? Because I know Drift was talking about like if Klopp is kind of agreeing.
I'm not even gonna lie. The family, like, come on, man, behave yourselves. Come on, man.
Just ignore it.
What happened?
We'll get
but you know what? It's not even about. It doesn't bother me, but I know the people in the chat is frustrating for them, so that's why it's like, come on, man, louder spamming, man. I know the real mods assemble now. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get this shit sorted out because it's actually becoming stupid now. Like, straight up, mods assemble. Get that shit done. Get that dealt with.
King of Pogu says FSG get the F out. Why is Klopp allowing this? All right,
that's what I want to talk about. Can I talk this
now? We're at that point.
So here's the thing.
In fact, no, sorry. Can I drag it out a little longer? Cristiano Ronaldo. We need to speak about that first.
So, so we got all of the predictions out of the way. Yes, is it time?
No, but before we get to Ronaldo,
let's say we do Ronaldo first and then FSG because I think it will lead nicely into the caller section.
Okay.
Sam Max Legend says, even though I'm black belt in Kung Fu, I still have 0.001% of beating Donnie Yen. Still, it's higher than FSG signing a marquee player for his house.
By the way, Sam Max,
if you're a black belt,
actually having a black belt, are you crazy?
For real. That's phenomenal. Anyone who's got a black belt in any martial arts, nothing but respect, man. I know how bloody tough that is.
Even judo, I'd be like, that's amazing.
Any martial arts, full respect on display for that. Trevor says COVID is dog spelled backwards. No, that dude is done out.
Hey, Trevor. And you know what? Yeah, I like Trevor as well. You know, Trevor's one of our viewers. You know, I like Trevor all the way from South Africa. Man, shading me all the way from South Africa.
Divock is done.
Oh,
is
my
out.
Do you know what? I'm
word.
actually upset. I
He's
can't
done
laugh at
out.
that
He's
because that's
done
a phenomenal joke. But Trevor, you're shading me all the way from South Africa,
That
brother.
is
Come
that right
on,
there.
man. Come on. What is going on? What is going on?
As always, Rack, shout out to yourself, bro. Nothing but love and respect. Thank you
Big
very
up,
much
bro.
for the kind donation.
Right in the building.
Now they say they will win the Premier League. Laughing faces, Ronaldo.
All right, big
Hey,
up,
right,
Rat, man.
let
Big up yourself, man.
them have their fun.
Let them have
Trust
their
me.
fun.
No, but we don't. They might even actually have too much fun, though. That's the problem.
So
Like we can let them have their fun, like it's guaranteed, like it's not gonna fall
But
apart. Bro.
when we get to Christmas and they're already making excuses about Varane needs to adapt to a new climate, and they're talking about Ronaldo when he's like, we'll talk innit? Let them talk.
100.
Musa says CR7 is an emotional signing. I get why they did it and why United fans are happy, but he shouldn't have been a priority. They need a midfielder and a right back. Very
They
true.
pulled a Chelsea and just bought him.
But I think most sane United fans still agree that they need at least a midfielder. And I'll be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they get one. I wouldn't be. Ronaldo actually didn't cost them a lot of money. Didn't cost him a lot of money to bring him in.
He didn't.
Who?
Ronaldo didn't cost him a lot of money to bring him in.
Cost him around 20 million euros, bro.
Guys, I'm hearing he's on 600,000 a week. What do you mean it didn't cost him?
480.
Are you sure? Because I read 600.
Yeah.
But either way, like, you guys know my feelings on wages.
Don't make it back though.
It's not even that. I don't care what a player's wages like.
But what I'm saying is, even if it's 480, Cal, you might as well make that 500. That's 2 million a month in wages. That's still a bag of money.
Yeah, but how much? How much do you reckon Ronaldo is going to make back for the club in shirt sales and all that?
Yeah, but the club don't get that money, remember? Adidas will get that money. The club won't.
Much.
How much do you think people now are going to want to go to the games? Like their stadium might be packed every week. It has a knock-on effect.
Look, Star Days in saying it's 6,000 with the bonus. But I'm telling you, he's getting 600 grand a week, guys.
Not, bro.
I read he's getting 600 grand a week.
What's this?
Even if that's the case, like I genuinely don't care how much wages.
I don't care, Cal, but I'm saying to give a 36-year-old 600 grand a week is ludicrous. I don't care who he is. It's ludicrous.
Why?
I don't care who he is.
Why? Because he's 36.
Yeah, because at that stage of your life, we have to consider age. Like when you get he's 37 in February, we have to consider.
All right. I'm going to ask you a question. How old is Jack Wilshere? How old is Jack Wilshere?
No, but that's different. He's just been cropped from a kid. That's different.
No, but can we stop? Do you know what it is though? We've been conditioned to thinking, why are we focusing on wages?
Age, bro.
Age and wages. Why do we keep we talk about wages?
No. The only reason I'm
paying the wages.
The only reason I'm saying wages is because I'm saying when people are saying it only cost them 20, 25, I'm going to say no, it cost them about 40 or 50 because they give him a dumb contract.
All right,
he's on a 2-year deal.
It cost them nearly 50 mil.
Let me read a couple super chats. Hold on, Matt. LFT
he's going to make the club back so much money.
I'm really fed up with FSG. This backs up what you're saying and what I'm saying, Matt. Ace Industries. Ronaldo made their stock go up by 8%. That's 250 mil.
All right.
This is a smart move.
He's a brand.
Why do you think
he's a brand? Like he's not. He's a walking brand.
I get that.
He's the biggest. He's the most
marketable
footballer in world football.
I hate to even say it, yeah, but you see, us as Liverpool fans, we've never signed a superstar like a mega. You know that, right? Do you know how sad that is? No, bro. When it comes
a commercial megastar.
Yeah, mega superstar. So that's the quality of the player.
We've never done it commercially.
We've never had it. Like, so we don't even know what that's like. So we haven't even got the background knowledge to go. No, but remember when we signed him and look what happened. Unfortunately, with Man United, Chelsea, and dare I say it, Man City, they've kind of had that, so they kind of know what to expect. We make them obviously that. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about
that. City's never
not City, then, but Man United and Chelsea have. They do it all the time.
Yeah. Man United. I mean, I don't even know if I'll say Chelsea. Have Chelsea signed a megastar?
Torres was a megastar when they signed him.
I would say.
I don't know.
He was 100% a megastar, bro. He'd won the.
I'm trying to think.
No, but around the world, I don't think Torres was like. There was more people follow him than follow the club and that kind of thing.
I reckon so.
If we're going to talk about megastar, there's only really Messi, Mbappe, Neymar.
You're thinking about now. You're not thinking about before, bro.
But even
No, I'm
beforehand, though.
thinking like even back then.
Shevchenko, bro.
I'm talking about not just now, Drift. We're
No,
talking
but
about
I
like
think Shevchenko's stock had gone down by the time they
bruv,
got.
he is
bruv, he's a
no Shevchenko massive still as a
But
brand.
they signed him after, if I'm not mistaken, they signed him at the beginning of the 05-06 season. After
Actually,
they
someone
discussed
just
the Champions
said
League final to us.
City got Robinho.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He
they
was a
did.
megastar. He was.
They did, yeah.
And this is what I'm saying, Jiff.
But that
We've
was
never had
years
that.
ago.
No. But Jiff, my whole argument is though, we've never signed like a mega superstar where they bring like a brand with them, and you kind of know like what they're gonna give back and what they can make the club, etc. That's why you kind of pay that money. We make them. That's not the issue. But I'm not gonna lie, even as a Liverpool fan, like we've never been able to sign like a major like superstar. It's actually kind of like kind of mad. And
can I ask though, Matt? Does that matter?
do you know what? It doesn't matter, but at the same time, it would just be nice to have one time where we can go, do you know what? All these years, we can have a superstar. But we're not getting him just because he's a superstar. We're getting it because of the package. I'm just saying it would be amazing to get the superstar package, like the complete package. We've never had that before. Like, Thiago's the best player we probably signed.
Mbappe,
No, but what's that?
why do you think I keep talking about Mbappe? Because the thing that people are forgetting here, like what you're saying, Ronaldo's brought the stock up by 8%, right? So that's a prime example. Even though Ronaldo's got a bigger fan base than Mbappe, so maybe Mbappe wouldn't literally do that. But even if he was to like half that, let's say 4% of the stock went up in Liverpool, and it meant 100 million, for an example, or something in the stock market, we also do get money from shirt sales, which is what's different about Liverpool now to all other deals. So if there was 200 million shirts sold in one day, Liverpool actually sit back and go, "Hey, 20% of that is ours, you lot." Do you get what I mean? We're actually in a privileged position where we should be doing a Ronaldo type signing in order to cash in on it.
Not. But
That's what the problem is. And that is what the problem is.
But why do you think
that right there is the problem? Because here's the one thing I've got a problem with Liverpool more than anything. And I said this in a lot of tweets I put out and on previous shows. Liverpool don't jump on opportunities. You can go into a window and you can have a plan. Yeah, you can go into a window and you can have a certain player you think you want, a player that fits your profile, whatever. But things change in life. Like your neighbor knocking on the door and saying, "Yo, I've got to move to Australia in a week. I'm actually going to sell my Porsche, but you can have it 10 grand if you want it."
Let's finish the Ronaldo chat and then we'll go on to everything.
No, but this is what I'm talking about. So Ronaldo wasn't on Man U's radar at all until 24 hours ago. Wasn't on their radar.
No, we know.
Until 24 hours ago. And you know what they've done? They've jumped on an opportunity because in life, opportunities present themselves.
Of course.
And if they're not too good to be true, you take the opportunity. Right now, Man United have capitalized on an opportunity that could potentially win them the league. If we're being real, it's a move that could potentially win them the league. So it wasn't there a minute ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
They jumped on it. Why is it that Man United can move like that and we can't?
Fair enough. We'll get to chopping up that. Aaron LFC says Ronaldo is a GOAT. His wages are irrelevant. He guarantees you goals and he's second most followed baller on social media after Messi. Agreed. Adam LFC says it's been shambolic transfer window, guys. Let's be honest. How have we only signed Konate? No Genie, no new forward. Is a squad weaker than last season? That's a question we'll answer as well. Great question, actually. Is the squad weaker than last season, guys?
Yes.
No, I think it's the same.
I think it's stronger.
I think when you lose Genie, until Harvey and Ibu prove themselves, we're weaker until otherwise, because they are not.
But we didn't have a fourth choice centre back.
The way Genie
I was going to say it's the same. That's why you take Genie out and put in the defender.
Yeah,
you take Genie out and put in defender. Whereas last year we didn't have the defender, but we had Genie. That's why it's the same.
Can I ask you guys a question? And I think I've said this before. We keep on saying Genie replacement. Was Thiago not Genie's replacement? He just came a year early. Why wasn't he?
If Thiago was Genie's replacement, then the club are taking the mick out of us more than I thought they were.
Why would you say that?
Because we were supposed to buy Thiago and keep Genie and have strength in numbers and actually create the squad that can go on and dominate or always compete.
I'm not saying I disagree with you, but what makes you think the club aren't thinking like that? Because
no, that's not. But if the club are thinking like that, they're mugging us off. That's what I'm saying.
We say that 3/4 of our fan base were happy with that scenario last season.
Yeah, because we knew that we was gonna hope they fixed up during the year and realized Gini's importance and did something about it. The fact they didn't is actually a liberty. That's the whole reason why we've been so angry at them for letting Gini go, Cal. You know what I mean? We thought they'd fix up after a year where the only player fit for the whole season was Gini and go, yeah, this is probably stupid to let him go. We should actually give him the deal. And we still didn't. Like,
fair dues. DJ says Ronaldo, even at 30, scored 30 goals last year. I'm a Chelsea fan. I'm very concerned by this signing. They have the best attack in the league now.
I don't know, man. He's still right at the end of his career. I think
they might have the most depth. I'm not gonna lie, they might actually with that signing.
Oh, that's a good point. Someone just said, John Mike just said Thiago was Lallana's replacement.
It can't be.
Bro, it's not about whether he's like for like, it's just about body. But the thing is, it's not about like for like, it's more about do Liverpool see that as that's just one player out and one player in? That's the problem that I think we're having. Well,
surely Curtis Jones was Lallana's replacement, surely.
But to be honest, I don't know who's replacing who. I'm just saying, like, I don't even know anymore, to be honest. Like,
we're gonna
I want to get into the FSG thing, though.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I know you're simmering.
I'm
Matt.
itching to say something.
I want to ask two more questions before we head on to it. King of Pogu, I don't want any more excuses from Klopp, the FSG. Yes, man, that's something that needs to be addressed. Zizi, would be nice if we started making superstars again. Front three turn 30 next year. The promising attacking talent we've got learning the ropes is 27-year-old Origi, Minamino, and Ox. Would Dortmund pipe up garbage like we do? That's a fair point there as well.
I think it's a bit harsh to call Ox, Minnow, and Divock garbage, but obviously we need better.
Two questions I asked you. The Man United now become a Premiership title winning favourite, and is Ronaldo a player who could win the Golden Boot?
Yeah, he's.
I'll still put them behind Chelsea and Man City for favourite.
They're in the mix.
But they were in the mix already, though, Matt. Let's be honest. They were in the mix already.
They were. But you see that draw against was it Southampton, where I think everyone kind of thought they should really win that comfortably. It showed me that like
game with Ronaldo.
Yeah. They wouldn't draw that game. They would win it. Ronaldo would. Ronaldo would score. He just would. Remember, we was talking the other night, yeah. And what's so mad is when we were speaking, it was like 2 days before that he was close to going City, and we were like, and I remember I brought up his goal record and saying that how I think he actually outscored Lukaku last season, bruv. He's a goal scoring machine, bruv. He don't stop scoring.
I hear that, but here's the difference, though, bro. We were worried about him going to City because City is an all-complete team who just needs someone who's
very true. That's very true.
At Man United, the reason they don't like Martial is because Martial goal hangs, doesn't get involved, and they feel like that's why he's like not really effective for the way they play as a team.
But he's not clinical either, Drift.
No, but I say Martial comes out of position though.
No, but what I'm saying is it depends if at 36, 37 years old, Ronaldo's still got the energy. In the Premier League, that's a harder league, to be able to continue to churn out performances where his work rate is on a Cavani level, for example, where he's constantly moving to be that nuisance. Because at Man City, he'd be able to just goal hang. Everyone would do all the work for him, and he'd just tap the goals in. When you've got to work like in the Man U team, I don't know if it is.
I think he'd be able to
bigger worry. Put it like this: he was more worrying going to Man United, going to Man City, than going to Man United.
And do you want to know why as well? Just to end it there, it's because of when you think of who the manager is as well. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Let's be realistic. That's even more pressure on him.
You might not have to be a technical genius to get a tune.
That's very true. But just right though, I agree. If he went City, it's worse because the way they dominate games is just crazy. Yeah. All he's got to do is go and end the things. At Man United, he got to work that bit harder, but I still think they'll negate him. I still think if he buys into it, so to speak, them little games there, he might just be like, I'll come off the bench. But any big game or medium-sized game, I'm definitely playing.
Solskjaer literally, as soon as Cristiano walks through the door, he's going to look at Solskjaer and be like, I'm the captain now. Solskjaer ain't telling him shit.
That's what I'm saying. It's probably written into his contract.
If you've got Ronaldo in your team, the worst thing you can do is have a manager with no backbone. you have to have a manager who's a strong character himself to put Ronaldo in his place. Because seriously, Ronaldo runs the team now. And to be honest with you, if he's successful because he's Ronaldo, the chances of him being successful are high. Don't get me wrong.
Star days in your
if you actually check what happened at Juventus in the last couple of years, and if you go and look at Portugal in the Euros, I feel to a degree Ronaldo's a hampering as much as he can be an effect on the game, because he's a prima donna. He wants everything to be about him. He's always like acting like, you know, it's this and it's that and it's rare. People always feel like they got to pass the ball to him, otherwise they'll shout at them and all that. If you go and look at Portugal in the Euros, I actually think it was to a detriment he was in that team, because I think if he weren't playing and players weren't always looking for him and thinking about him, other things could have happened. He's very much, it's got to all be about him. But at his age now, that's not really sensible to be like, everything's got to be about him. Like,
no, but sorry, Matt. I know you keep on saying about age drift, but I think we've got to move away from this narrative of age. He's 36. He doesn't move like a 36-year-old, bro.
Cal, I agree with you with a 31-year-old, 32-year-old. When you're 36, nearly 37, father time is real. This isn't a fake thing.
No, it's real. It's real.
What does Latin do? What does Latin do? We were talking about it.
We can't keep on saying because he's over a certain age, bro. Milner's the fittest in our squad. Ronaldo's a flipping machine.
Zlatan done the thing. Ronaldo will do the thing.
But we're talking about week in, week out in the Prem. What 36, 37-year-old has ever played week in, week out in the Premier League?
Zlatan Ibrahimovic got 17 league goals, bro.
He was 34, 35, bro. And they played.
Ronaldo's in better shape.
Ronaldo's a better finisher.
No. Ibrahimovic is in better shape. Ibrahimovic is 39, still playing at a high level. Ibrahimovic is 39, still playing at a high level.
Drift. If you're talking about 35-year-old Ronaldo, let's not compare their records, bro. They're both crazy. But Ronaldo, don't know, Zlatan is in good shape, like amazing shape. But at that age, at 35 or 34 even, that's 2 years ago.
Better shape than Ronaldo.
Aspect Limited says, Drift saying my Luis Diaz is going Everton was like Fergie when he heard Ronaldo was going City. True. Tahir says Klopp will leave. He's not getting the players he wants. I don't see Klopp leaving. I think he'll honour his contract. Chainsaw DH2 says CR7 is the most followed. Klopp is too weak at FSG in public.
That's what I was gonna say.
All right, so this is how the best way I can compare it is this. You guys would never see me and my missus having an argument, but behind closed doors, I could be a certain way to her, and in public, I could be a certain way. I think Klopp's the same. I don't think Klopp's stupid. Even when you hear what he says today, when he's like, other teams have the resources to, like, when they talk about attacking reinforcements, he says other teams have the resources. I think sometimes he says things and it's just like, he almost says it as in to say, read between the lines of what I'm saying here. I don't think Klopp goes easy with FSG, but I just don't think he wants to be in the limelight for causing controversy, because who does that help at the end of the day? Let's say Klopp actually came out right now and said, yep, I want to sign this player, but you know what? FSG are blocking it. Really and truly, and I know what you're going to say, Drift. You're going to say, yeah, I still want him to say it because it makes us know where we stand. But okay, how does that help the team? Because if he comes out and does that, it completely decimates what we're trying to build.
No, I agree. But you know what? Keep quiet then, bro. Like, if you ask me, for example, because we're all so close, we talk to each other about little niggles we have and little problems. But we never go into full details because we respect our own lives or whatever. But we'll still talk, right? And if you lot say to me, or I say to one of you lot, hey, you're right, like, I can tell something's a bit wrong or whatever. But like, yeah, you know what I mean? A little bit stressed, rare. But no, I'm good, man. I'm good. Don't worry about it, man. I'm good. Yeah. I haven't told you anything. But I've let you know, like, there is a little something going on, but I'm good, man. Don't worry. I've got it all under control. Because I'm not going to lie to you, like, as my boys. I'm not going to be like, no, man, I'm happy, but everything's cool, man. I'm going to be a bit honest. So I don't need Klopp to come out and spill the beans and cause problems and start throwing people under the bus. No Mourinho tactics, Cal, obviously. But I don't want him to be like, no, you know what? The garden is rosy. The rose bush is beautiful. I've got the tomatoes are coming through nicely. Bro, that's lying. I don't want you to lie, bro. If anything, just be like, no, I'm good, man. I'm good. Everything's all right, man. I've got this under control. Don't worry. Because that way, you lot would kind of know, yeah, something's on with you. But all right, like, he's figuring it out. You know what I mean? And you'll just keep an eye on me and you'll be there for me. But I don't want Klopp lying to us, because then he's deflecting away from the issue and he's making us believe he is okay with what's going on. And for me, I don't think he should defend them or out them. I just think he should stay neutral. Don't defend them. Don't out them. Be neutral. Let us know subliminally there's a problem here, but I'm not going to cause a ruckus.
But he's had said stuff like this. He's said things
No,
like,
but
we've got like we can't.
Yeah, but he
play.
says that like he's on board and he enjoy, like he's backing it. Like he says it like I'm with FSG here.
Listen,
like,
let me say this. Let me say something. Let me say something.
Right.
Everyone keeps saying, yeah, like Klopp is a yes man, rare tear. I've seen when I put
he's
the
not a
tweet
yes
out earlier
man.
on,
He's not a yes
some
man.
people are saying he's a yes man, rare tear. FSG, get him out, and Klopp, whatever. And I'm like, hold on a second. So let me get something straight. So because Klopp used a line as well today in the press conference, because he spoke about Ox, yeah, and he was talking about like, where do you find another player like Ox or something with dynamism or whatever? Do you not understand something as well, yeah? If this man was to really and truly give us like what's actually going on behind the scenes and say like, listen, I'm frustrated. Like, I can't get the players that I want, but the only thing I can do right now is big up the players that I have, which is the right thing to do because you galvanize the squad. Why is he also going to out the owners, like Cal said, yeah, just to like make things harder for him during the season, and not only that, make things unattainable with FSG? Now, I'm not trying to say as well.
I never said he should out them.
No. I'm just saying this is because I'm talking about people that were saying it's not you.
Sorry, I thought you was talking.
Yeah, not
to
you.
me.
No. So here's the thing. I haven't got an issue with Jurgen Klopp saying things like, you know, there's not a lot of money, rare tear. Because what he's basically saying is he's telling you how it is. It's just that he's just not bad mouthing, but he's letting you kind of know, in my opinion, at the same time, these are the restrictions that I have, and there's nothing more I can do. Like when he keeps on saying things like, I remember the journalist asking the questions, he has to answer them unless he just storms out and it's like, next question. That just makes it even more silly. He's just going to say what he feels is best to kind of at least just like deviate away from what is already kind of obvious. What you think Klopp don't know that it's obvious that we need like players in? You think you probably don't speak to Michael Edwards, so we can't even sit there. I think there's people that have been a bit silly that are saying Klopp's a yes man. Like, how do you know he's a yes man? What? Because of how he portrays certain answers. Well, you've also got to look between the lines as well, man. It's not also going to be right in front of you. And again, I'm not backing FSG when I say this as well, because I'm not going to lie, they should be giving man everything. But I think we should know Klopp right now. Yes, he might be the smiling one and rare tear, but I'm pretty sure if Klopp was to go mad, he goes mad, and I don't think he's happy with the situation. So that's
Here's
my
the
opinion.
thing, man. Yeah, so here's the thing, just on that though. The one thing I will say, even though everything you just said is absolute facts, yeah. The one thing I will say is, you know, they will say actions speak louder than words as well, right? And one thing I'll say that I don't like that Klopp does in regards to backing FSG a little bit is he'll find stopgaps in the squad rather than making it obvious that, right, this is a problem, FSG fix it. And there's a little part of me that doesn't like that he does that. So when he does things like play James Milner at left back,
but
for a whole
he's got
season,
no choice.
He has to, bro. He's a manager. He wants to
If he
win
hasn't
games.
got-
No. But what I'm saying is, even when he's sitting down in press conferences and he's saying things to us like he sees a position in the false nine for Ox this season and Ox is going to surprise people. You see that type of stuff? I feel like that is making excuses for FSG. Don't do stuff like that. Don't do stuff like that, bro.
That was a confidence booster. That's another thing as well that I think people take literally. When he says certain things, yeah, don't forget he's also boosting certain players. Because, bruv, he's boosting that player, one, because he wants them to improve. Or secondly, he actually wants to sell them. And he needs people to believe that they still got something to offer. That's just how I see some things. Because
I actually believe that he was looking for a way to make Ox a false nine. I
no,
genuinely believe that.
Shall I tell you why I don't believe that? Yeah. So he spoke about Ox being false nine. Bruv, all Ox has done is start one game, but obviously we understand the birth of his child, yeah.
But for the whole preseason, he was playing Ox up front, bro.
No, but bruv,
No, he wasn't. Not in the last game he did.
No, he didn't. Not in the important game. Not in the important game.
Preseason. I mean, there ain't no real important preseason.
No, but you know what I mean? Like when it gets to the business end of preseason, like the actual game, like before the season starts. Bruv, do you really think he was going to play Ox as a false nine when he's got Firmino?
I'm not going to lie, bro. It looked like he was.
No, bro, he's chatting because he's got. Remember, if he knows he can't, if he knows right now, yeah, like when it comes to transfer deadline, he can't really do much. He's thinking, right, this is what I've got to do. I've either got to boost up my man's confidence, yeah, and hopefully that it balls out and gives him confidence, or someone comes in for him. And because again, you can't exactly talk someone down and it's still expect to sell them. Like, look at Shaqiri and my man. He didn't even say nothing about Shaqiri. He didn't say a word about Shaqiri. He
yeah,
kind of
you're
just kept
right
it
on that.
stum.
Yeah,
You
you're
have to be,
right.
you know what I'm saying? You have, even Minamino, brother, I reckon deep down he probably feels like he can get better than Minamino, but he's building him up because he's thinking, right, if I have to rely on you, I need you to be confident and I need you to still be involved. If not, we're gonna sell you because I need people to believe that you still got it. That's how I look at it as well, bro.
Okay, so how long did it take
just
before
one thing.
this?
So a couple people in the comments saying we double standards because we called Pep a liar the other day. Pep is a liar. Like,
Pep said he had no money to buy a striker. We haven't got 100 mil. They bid 150 million euros for Harry Kane. And they
Pep
still
is a liar. Like, whether this is not even me trying to downplay him as a manager.
That's actually definitive,
he's
right?
An actual liar. So, like, there's evidence of that. So let's not do that joke because Pep's a liar.
Okay, so guys, just quickly, how long does it take before Klopp's actually so fed up he walks away then? Because if he's got to keep on doing all this bullshit, then how long before he thinks I can't be arsed with this no more?
Bro, if what I'm saying is correct, there's come a breaking point with everybody. And that's if I'm right. I might be wrong, Jeff. For all I know, he could be a yes man, but I'm just going by what I believe. I don't think he is.
He's not a yes man. Klopp's not a yes man.
I don't think he is. I just think that for me, he's trying to use every kind of like solution that's available to him when it comes to recruitment and, you know, getting the best out of his players, bro. Can't lie.
All I'm saying is, guys, yeah, when people because I've realized how many, like, I'm not even going to call them FSG in people, but people who really defend what's happening and believe that it's good. All I want to say to you is, we came off the back of our worst season, arguably, since our rise. I'm not going to count the first year or two when Klopp was building. I'm going to look from the 17-18 season when we became the shit, got to a Champions League final, only lost because Mo Salah was assaulted, and from therefore onwards, when we became a force, we had our worst season last year since that moment, yeah? And it was a bad season. In the end, we just about made it over the line, but we had to rely on Alisson being the best goalie in the world and being able to score headers to get us over that line. It was peak. Nobody can sit here and say now that was an easy ride. That was a fucking stressful ride, and we just about made it, yeah? That was a terrible season. And there's nobody who can tell me coming out of that season, Ibu being the only signing means we're okay. Like, I couldn't care less if we've got players coming back. Those players also have had so much time at the game. It's a lot of pressure. We don't know if they're going to be the same players. There's a lot of variables that we have to put into this situation for us to be okay with the players who are coming back from injury. So we come off that shocking season where we're lucky that Chelsea and Leicester bottled it and Alisson can score headed goals. And then you're going to tell me there's people that are okay with Ubu being the only signing. I'm actually fucking bamboozled by the fact that people now are actually turning around and going, what are you lot talking about? We're fine. We got a great squad. Where were all those guys last year in January, February, March? Because I didn't hear anybody talking about how great our squad was in them months. I think people have actually seen Van Dijk back on the pitch and fucking lost sight of the real shit. Like, honestly, I'm not joking. They've seen Van Dijk back on the pitch and they fucking lost sight of this whole shit. If you're telling me that last season, all that needed to fix last season was Ibu, I'm in a different fucking universe right now. I don't know what fucking planet I'm on. I must have got lost. Like, honestly, I must have been fucking lost because it don't make no fucking sense to me. It really doesn't.
I'm going to read some of the super chats and then open the phone lines. I'm trying to think how we're going to approach the phone lines.
Listen, I think we shouldn't even have a question thing tonight. I think we should just let people rant respectfully. No one come in here and start saying things that are rude and that. But respectfully, I think we should just let people have their say.
Still answer questions. I'm more thinking about how I want to go down the route, whether I want to be a host or I just want to say what's on my mind.
Bro, do what you have to do, bro.
Because I'll be honest. I'm hearing what you and Matt are saying. I just think it's different. Shall I tell you what it is? It's difficult to really delve into it. One, because the window is not shut, and two, because as much as everyone knows my thoughts on FSG, Klopp and Edwards there's got to be something in there there's got to be something with them as well. Like, they can't just get a free ride in this for me. Like, I'm not saying they take most of the blame. I think FSG still take most of the blame, but I don't want to see people just going to FSG and not saying the same about Klopp. And just because you criticize Klopp or Edwards doesn't mean you don't hold them in high esteem. We're all human beings. Like, we can be criticized. We should be allowed to criticize others as fans. I'll be honest, me, Drift, Matt, we pay for football kits, we pay for Liverpool channel, we pay for Liverpool LFC TV Go. We have a channel where we take time away from our friends and family to bring you guys content about Liverpool. So with all due respect to anyone saying, oh, we'll trust the process, we should be allowed to say what we want to say in it as fans. And that's something that needs to be clear from now. Just because I criticize Klopp or Edwards doesn't mean I want him to go. In the same way, if Salah has a bad game, I'm going to criticize Salah, doesn't mean I want him sold. So I hope that message is clear for everyone in the comments. I'm not saying you guys are going to agree with each other and all that, but let's not do the whole I'm a bigger fan or a better fan than you. And like, let's be grown up about it, innit? Like, because just because
we all love the club the same, we just express it in different ways.
Well, it's not even that. Just because someone's. Do you know what irks me the most is if someone says, if I went on Twitter right now and was like, I wish we could have signed Mbappe and someone else, and one of the first tweets I'd get would, well, go and support Man City. Well, no, that is one of the most stupid responses. Oh, if you don't like it, support another club. Well, I tell you what, big man, yeah, if your house is leaking, go and move to another house and see how easy it is to just buy another house, innit? Because it's not, just fix the roof, innit? So on that note, people, we're gonna open the phone lines after I read the super chats. Please, we're gonna give you guys a minute and a half to talk, and then we're going to bring in the next caller.
Let me get the timer ready.
Yeah, please, people, try and keep the language like good. Like, sometimes we do have kids watching this as well, so let's try and set an example. Yeah. Obviously, I'm not telling you, you lot are all grown. I'm not going to sit and tell you, you can't swear, you can't say this, but obviously, be mindful of what you're saying.
Just keep it respectful. You're allowed to say what you want, but just keep it respectful, obviously. You know, like, you can't go over the top. And here's the wickedest thing as well, you guys. If we could flip the switch and turn this into Pez, we'd be completely fine. I actually think we'd win the league. The difference is this ain't Pez, and we got about 7 or 8 injury-prone squad players. And you know what? Halfway through the season, I don't want to be singing the same tune again when they're all out and we're fucked.
That's the main issue as well. We got too many players. Do you know what it is?
Too many injury-prone players. We ain't got 1 or 2. We've got like 7.
Klopp, you're right. Klopp is not immune from criticism. But one thing I will ask is this, though. Let's say that he's been told there's no money. What is he actually supposed to do? Let's just say right now, because this is what I want to ask you. So we're all here going mad and getting crazy, which we have a right to do, by the way. But what as if he, like, real talk though, what as if he's like been said, like, you got no money? All the money we raised, like what Drift said earlier, I think maybe like a month or 2 ago, Drift was like, imagine all the player sales that are going through are to cover Ibu. What as if they've actually said, well, what if they've actually said to him, well, we thought there'll be more because we thought you'd be able to sell Rigi. What's man actually supposed to do though, really?
So that's what I'm saying. So hold on, Drift. That's what I'm
just asking the question.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Because he's in sell to buy. So can we have a go at Klopp then if he's been told that? What's Klopp supposed to do? Get the players and dash them out the club?
No, but this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Edwards has to take a share in the blame as well. He's got.
I just had Jazzy Jeff in my head.
Jazzy Jeff, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Klopp, so Edwards needs to take some of the blame as well. But this is what I'm saying, Matt.
That's true.
Because we don't have all the facts at hand, we can only go off what we've seen in history and use common sense to formulate judgments, innit? Like, no, definitely, the time I've seen... Is
that how long we're giving them?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
The FSG we've seen have only spent big if we've sold big. Now, again, when the whole pandemic happened, all we kept on hearing about is FSG are in the mud, FSG this, FSG got Red Sox, FSG got this. Cool. They got the Redbird investment, which was not for Liverpool Football Club. Let me make that clear to people in the back. The money weren't for our club. It was for FSG. Like,
indeed.
John Henry got a fat bit of money from it, and anyone else got a fat bit of money from it. And the words that came out from everyone associated, all the financial people, were that deal has been put in place so that Liverpool can continue to operate as they usually do in the transfer market. Guys, how do we operate in the transfer market?
Sell to buy.
Precisely. So, again, this is why I had to tame myself and be like, yeah, I want Varane, I want Mbappe. Really and truly, are we gonna get those players? Because when have we gone out and done a madness like
let
that?
me just get my yeah, go on, Kyle. Actually, go on, finish.
Remember, Drift. Remember, the whole debate was we all want FSG out. Me and Matt were like, no, under no circumstances, they're done for us, innit? You said they're done for me as well, but let's milk them while we've still got them.
I told man, we ain't milking nothing.
You can't milk something that
you
ain't produced in milk, bruv.
Or no, but here's the wickedest thing.
True. And no, but
so as fans,
it's dry cereal, bruv.
No, all right. So as fans, do we all have to just sit back and accept we need to shut our mouth and never ever say anything then?
No. We're not saying that.
No, we're not saying that. Let me land. Because Man United fans ain't gonna say shit about the Glazers now. He just put them Varane, Sancho, and Ronaldo.
Yes, they will.
Them man, they're broke in and started mashing up the stadium. Now they've got Varane and Ronaldo. They ain't saying shit.
Yes, they will.
No, they won't.
They will. Just be quieter.
Listen,
just be more quiet. They still will.
Bro, they've already stopped saying things. Now they've got Ronaldo. They ain't gonna say shit.
Right now they're comfortable. This is what I wanted to say. This is how I see FSG right now. I think I said this before. In fact, funny enough, I'm gonna say it again though. Man United, Chelsea, and Man City are PlayStation, Xbox, and a PC. So right now, when you got your PS5 and your Xbox Series X and your PC, you can play your 4K games. Right now, everything's in 4K, HDR. Yeah, cool. We are Nintendo. Nintendo are foundation. Nintendo still make amazing sales. Nintendo still compete with PlayStation, Nintendo, and PC, but just in a different way. We rely on Mario and Zelda. No, we rely on those two brands, Mario and Zelda. How many of you Nintendo fans out there, which I'm sure there's many of you, yeah, have been screaming for this new Nintendo Switch to be 4K and it can do HDR? I bet all of you, when they release that new Switch when it comes out, yeah, everyone was thinking, it's gonna be 4K, like they're gonna upgrade it. We are Nintendo. It's like we're scared of change. It's like we're scared to actually come out this bubble and try something different. Sell to buy has got us so far. Now, if we want to get higher, we have to try something different. The same thing as Nintendo, bro. You know, bro, they will keep releasing Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, all them staple ones, yeah, over and over and over again. Well, PlayStation and PlayStation and Xbox and PC, they'll try different things. We're not willing to do that. Bro, it's mad.
You know what? I'm not even gonna lie. That might be the best analogy that we've ever had on Kopish. That was actually perfect. We fucking are. We're Nintendo, while Xbox, PlayStation, and PC are running with the maddest NVIDIA graphics card 84,022. Like, bro, it's so true. It's so true. Like, I'm even surprised that Nintendo made wireless control pads. They like staying in the past.
Nintendo. Do you see the thing about Nintendo? They're shrewd and they're smart in the sense of, so when they released the Nintendo Wii, remember the Nintendo Wii people? Nintendo Wii flew off the shelves, best-selling console, one of the best-selling consoles of all time. When they done the Switch, one of the best-selling consoles ever, still competing with the PS4 and Xbox. But the problem is now, yeah, people still love Nintendo, just like how we love Liverpool. But here's the thing. We want more. We are cool with sell to buy. We were cool with it. It got us where we are now. But now we want to go higher because our competition are taking it there. Our competition is 4K. We're still in 1080p. We're still in 1080p, bro. The standard has risen.
Not only that, the reason why your analogy is so bang on is because Nintendo are actually taking advantage of loyalty.
Yes,
because they know that they have a worldwide loyal fan base that will always back Mario and will always back Zelda.
Of course.
Through nostalgia, emotion, whatever it is. Do you get what I mean? They're taking advantage of loyalty. That is why it's so fucking comparable and such a great analogy. Because Liverpool are taking advantage of the loyalty of one of the biggest fan bases in the world, knowing we will always be there. How do I give up Liverpool? How do I? I can tell you
That's
now,
what I'm
fair
saying.
fact, unless I'm dead in the ground and I turn into a duppy, which I'll probably still just haunt a yard of a Liverpool fan so I can watch the games, I am
Nobody's
never
got mine.
going to be able to stop watching and following and loving Liverpool. It is irrelevant what happens. That love is there forever.
Your love, innit? It's the love, innit?
Forever. I
it's
cannot
the
get
love.
rid of that love.
The nostalgia. Think how many all of us we've all played Mario Kart, GoldenEye back in the day. The nostalgia is what you're like. Nintendo, they're still that amazing company. So you're gonna back them. Nintendo fans will even tell you this, yeah, and I'm one of them. We're crying for an upgrade. Like we're just crying for it, but it's like we're never gonna get it. They want to do things differently. They want to go do a different path. Bruv, do you know what path when it's 2021 and everything we see is in 4K? There's no 8K TVs. Nintendo is still on this 720p handheld and you dock it and it's 1080p. That's like us in the transfer market. Always trying to find about Fabrizio tweeting. What did he say? Liverpool looking to do something different this summer. Now that's not even having a go at Fabrizio. But what the hell does that mean? What do you mean something different? Just go and buy a player, bruv. Like, if a player's out there and he costs you a certain amount of money, what do you mean different? What are you looking for? An auction? We're going to try and sell, what, 7 players or something? Bruv, I don't know, man. I want this to become like a moaning thing, but I was thinking about it today and I was like,
I'm
we are Nintendo, blood.
Yeah,
we are Nintendo. It's actually mad.
Jovanovic 08 says, guys, tell me in a nutshell, what are our ambitions for this football club? Where are we going to try and get an average player? Sorry. Let me start that again. Guys, tell me in a nutshell what our ambitions at this football club. We're going to try and get an average player in Basuma. Look at teams around. Basuma's not average, bro.
Basuma's not average.
Not average.
He's not average.
Don't think about where the player's coming from. Think about what the player is and what the player
is a absolute baller. He is not average. He is not average.
So I'm going to throw that back to you, Jovanovic. Manchester City's team, I'll be honest, he'd start for Man City. I think he's better than Rodri. For me,
he's starting every team apart from ours, Cal.
You cut me to it then, because he starts for Arsenal. No.
He walks and takes both places.
Maybe not Leicester because they've got Ndidi, depending on who you prefer out of the two. Maybe not Leicester.
I still think he walks into Leicester's midfield. I can't lie, bro.
But he's a hybrid. He's not even just for me. He's like a DM / box to box though. I just think for Brighton he has to do that role. But we've seen when he's ready to go forward, he don't act like no DM. He's got feet, blood.
Yeah,
he got feet. He's like, he's a young Gini Wijnaldum.
The only team you could say Kovacic could hold his own, maybe. But I would still go Basuma and Kante if I was Chelsea manager, personally.
He's a young Gini Wijnaldum. Yeah. Basuma's quality, you know.
Basuma is... if we sign Basuma, the game changes in terms of how annoyed I am.
Do you want to know
I'll tell you that for a fact. Basuma is a baller.
Jorginho is not better than Basuma for anyone in the chat. I'm sorry. I'm not buying.
No. Don't get caught up in the hype of the last 8 months or so. Not
even 8 months, man. It wasn't even 8
months.
No way.
Jorginho is not better than Basuma.
Do you know what's so mad? Yeah, all it took FSG to do, just quickly. All it took FSG to do, was get Basuma and Daniel Marlin, and there'll be none of this type of talk. Do you know that? And they're not even the biggest world-class players that we're all expecting, but they're good players and they're players that enhance the squad dramatically. That's all we was asking for. So when people say, "Oh no, but you lot are moaning, rare to you got nothing to moan about." No, I'm sorry, man. We got players in our squad that, as you said, are injury prone. We got players in our squad that we know we can do better. That's why we're having these types of conversations. But anyway.
Indeed. Dinesh says, don't forget Arsenal brought back Thierry Henry and the fans wet themselves and he failed. Liverpool players have fire in their belly. They do, but again, Dinesh, don't take this the wrong way. And I feel like I'm going to probably come off as a negative Nancy tonight. We always do that. We always look at the worst scenario when thinking about what someone else has done well. Let's look at other teams who've brought back players and it's worked out. Like, it happens. Like,
I can tell you Lukaku's going to work out, and I don't even need to. I haven't seen the story.
Thierry Henry wasn't brought back in to be like the ever winning player. Like he was brought back in just to bolster the squad and lift morale. Like Man United have bought a world-class centre back in Varane. They bought a potentially world-class winger in Sancho, and they're adding Ronaldo onto that. Let's not forget about that.
Cal, do you know what it is? I'm more worried about Ronaldo going to Man United on his effect on the dressing room than I am on the pitch, because they have no real real leaders, no winners in their team. And Varane coming from Champions League credibility, and now Ronaldo, who's just a born winner, automatically now the attitude of the changing room is more positive. It's better. That is more what I worry about with Ronaldo going to Man United than his actual effect on the pitch. He will now kick everyone up the arse and make sure that everybody is more on smoke. That is more what is going to be a positive for Man U. But he could also do that prima donna thing. Everything becomes about him, and it could stifle other players. People like Greenwood and that now, they might not get game time they should be getting. So we don't know how this might go. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, very true. Jeannie says, fellas, this is what will happen during the season. We'll be flying and doing well. Might even be top of the table at Christmas, but then we'll start to fade because of tiredness and lack of quality backups. We've seen that story before. We really have. We saw
Other than a left back, now we've got Simeon Robbo. AFCON. And again, look, I wanna kind of shut this down as well, because people are saying AFCON's only 2 games potentially. You see, when we lost the league to City by a point, we only lost 1 game that season. We win that game or we draw that game, we win the league. This season could be so tight that you drop 2 games or you drop stinkers in 2 games, that could be the league done. So this whole notion of, it's only Crystal Palace and Brentford, I'm going to be real with you. I don't want to see a front three of Jota, Firmino and Minamino. I'm just being real with you. And then that's to say if they're even fit. What if one of them picks up an injury, God forbid? And what we're doing is we're leveling the playing field, Cal. We're allowing Crystal Palace to have a chance to win the game, then they shouldn't have a chance.
Come on, man. We need to do.
You know what?
Think bigger, people. Sorry.
Definitely. I was gonna say I've got some breaking footage of Pep Guardiola after obviously they didn't sign Ronaldo anymore. Still.
I got
so
one.
We don't have the capacity. So we don't have the capacity.
That's my new favorite one. That's my new favorite.
Bro, I'm gonna keep the comment tonight because we need the lift tonight, guys. We need to lift people in the chat.
I know, you know. Before we bring the people in, there's one thing I want to say about City as well.
I said we don't have the capacity.
Yo, you lot, is there not a pattern now, that shows that Man City are just a big bunch of bullying pussycats? Because every time there's even the littlest bit of competition for a player, they back out.
No, I disagree. Shall I tell you what it is, Drift?
Bro, they're bottlers.
No, they're not bottlers. Because they could have matched the full 80k a week.
Yeah, and then they went, there's someone else involved.
No, Drift. I reckon they're looking for a better deal.
They've got their structure, bro. They're not looking to get played. It's the same thing with the Sanchez.
You like Grealish with that 100 mil, yeah?
No, but I'm saying but Grealish is on dumb wages, and City have got that money. If they want to spend 480k a week on Ronaldo, woo him off his feet, they could have. But for City, it's all right, we don't need to get in a bidding war. Bruv, there's another striker out there who wants a different challenge, bruv. I don't even want to mention his name.
No, Cal, who?
Lewandowski.
But they're going to have to pay 100 mil for Lewandowski. If they're pussying out of this, they're not going to go and do that, bro.
You don't
What
think
if they just went Haaland?
Listen, I'm not saying you lot are right, but I'm saying you look at Maguire, you look at Sanchez, you're looking at Ronaldo. There's becoming a history of them getting a bit. You see, somebody else is involved. And if you think about all the players they signed, there's never competition. Who have they ever bought where there was competition for the signature?
Well, Man
They're
City.
a bunch of pussycats, man.
No. They've got a few players. They've got a few players.
For a battle, man. They're never up for a fight.
No. One thing I would say that I think
they're a bunch of pussycats.
Off the top of my head,
I think they have done. I'm pretty sure.
Bro, they've never ever been in a battle for a signature match. They're a bunch of pussycats.
Didn't they battle for?
All I'm saying, there's strikers out there.
I think Barca wanted him at the time. Jesus.
Nah, man, that wasn't a real battle, bro. I mean a proper battle. They always go
big player, big name player.
Like you know how you show a true bad man mentality. You say, I don't even care if Man United are involved now. We're going to show that we've risen to a level where we actually still get Ronaldo, even though his hometown comes in.
All right,
I
but
think they.
Drift,
I
you
think they
think-
pulled the plug though.
So yeah, so let me ask you this question, Drift.
Don't
Man
think
City
Ronaldo.
and Man United offer Ronaldo the exact same wages, the exact same everything. Where do you think he's going?
Depends, because he probably knows he'll win more at City, and he's a winner.
No,
Who knows,
bro.
bro? Who knows?
Bruv,
They're a
he's
bunch of
getting-
pussycats, bro. Man
getting
City are a
everything.
bunch of, they're the bully that only goes into school and troubles the youth that don't have a big brother and knows won't stick up for himself. As soon as somebody comes to City who's a little hench and knows a little something, they're like, I don't want no problems. They're a bunch of pussycats, man. Fuck Man City, man. They're a bunch of pussycats.
We'll see.
Believe me, they're a bunch of pussycats. But anyway, let's get the call.
Yeah, 97 Jamrock says, could it be that Klopp actually okay with this? With all due respect, Jamrock, I don't think he is, but that's just my opinion. Duho Inco says, so what has Klopp's big mouth towards FSG gotten him in the past 2 years? Ubu and Davies. Klopp is complicit. We are being left behind. FSG out. Fair point. King of Pogu. Klopp. Does Klopp have balls? If he speaks, we'll back him. Okay, again, I agree. We'll back him. We'll back Klopp to the hills. But if the owners don't want to sell, what's going to happen? What are we going to do? Because again, you know what will happen? This is what I'm going to tell you what would happen. Let's say, for example, we all said, right, we're going to go on strike. We're not going to buy any merch and we're going to stop going to games. You see that next summer when we want Haaland, do you know what it's going to be? Oh, well, because Liverpool fans didn't really buy too much merch and because we didn't go to games, revenue was down, so we can't afford him.
Then they'll blame us.
Guys, we're in a lose-lose situation. We do nothing, we lose. We do something, we lose. We are not going to get them out of the club. Like, it's just not happening.
Matt, you're a legend, you know. So,
Matt,
Matt, Cal, 1 second. Matt is a legend, so I'm going to see this one more time, bro.
So we don't have the capacity.
No.
That's actually the best one still.
I'm gonna try and get some more people, trust me.
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. That is legendary. Oh my god.
And when I saw it, I was busting out because I could hear like when you guys were obviously doing the thing. I went onto the thing and got it. It's got me thinking about the other thing as well, you know. We need to laugh. If not, we're gonna be raging.
Oh man. Who's number 7 at Man United? Who's Ronaldo coming into the change room and batting up?
Is it Cavani?
Yeah, that's getting snatched.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to know something?
So there's already a problem.
Matt, his brand is CR7 is getting snatched, bro.
No, you are right.
29 in a couple of days.
So, how does
no
Cavani
pushover,
feel about all this now? Then?
Cavani's no pushover. Remember, he was willing to body Neymar for that penalty.
Yeah, he was. And who started taking the penalties, Matt?
Did Cavani take it in the end? Or did Neymar take it?
Neymar became the penalty.
Did he still take it?
Yeah,
no,
Cavani
but apparently
right now is livid,
the owner had to get involved in that. The owner basically just said, "Yeah, you know, Neymar's taking it still."
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're Cavani in that, but
didn't Neymar have to come out and apologize after Cavani thumped him up in the changing room, though?
Oh no, bro. Cavani can get bad all he wants, bro. At the end of the day, that 7 shirts guy. There's a reason his brand is called CR7, bro. You think they're gonna give him?
So we don't have the capacity.
You know what's even better about that video? Is the lip syncing is almost actually accurate.
The syncing is brilliant. Jamrock
let's
says,
get the people.
we keep making a caricature of who we think Klopp is versus who he actually is. Sometimes what Klopp actually says is what he means because he believes it. Okay, Jamrock, well, I'm going to throw this to you. When FSG said Klopp can have whatever he wants and we're willing to back him and we'll buy a generational player if need be, is that a caricature or is that fact? So I'm going to throw that one back at you. Jay Finn, Man United after Klopp the Dream. Man United after Klopp the Dream, money and everything. And he turned... So Man United were after Klopp. The dream was money and everything, and he turned them down. Maybe Klopp is genuinely okay with what he has and love how things are run at the club. I'm going to throw this back at you because this is what I'm going to keep on doing for super chats. when Coutinho was sold and he knew we had squad issues, we saw what he did with the money. Whenever Klopp's had money to spend, he spent it. When he's not had money to spend, he's not. So I'm going to throw that back at you. Let me just get rid of
forget people in the chat. You lot are G's. What's gonna all that stat padding Bruno's been doing for the last 18 months? What's gonna happen to that now? Ronaldo takes all the penalties.
We'll see.
Ooh, it's gonna be techie. It's gonna be techie. I can't even lie.
Yeah, Ronnie's gonna take the penalties.
Bruno's stats are going down, boy.
Bruno's stats are going dramatically down.
His stats are going down, bro.
Right now. Oh, that's brilliant. That is brilliant. Man. I forgot about that. I forgot about the penalties. That is gonna be jokes. Bruno is gonna be livid. Oh, that's gonna be hilarious.
And the free kicks. Ronaldo's gonna do everything now, bro.
That's
a collision course waiting to happen, boy.
And Pogba as well, because Pogba likes to get involved as well, isn't it?
This is Bruno asking Ronaldo to take penalties and Ronaldo responding.
No, 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 no. Hey, shut your mouth.
He ain't taking another penalty this season unless Ronaldo's on the bench.
He'll be taking Carabao Cup penalties, and that's if Ronaldo says he don't want to play.
For real. Knights every 5 Jamrock says, I will call in with that rebuttal. Phone lines are open. Since you want it, lines are open, people. Let's do this. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not taking any prisoners today, so you better come with your best still. So, Troy M says Ronaldo coming in like Debo about that number 7 and penalty kicks for real.
100%.
He's taking that ball, bro. Man will actually run in front of Bruno for real. He's taking a penalty, bro.
He actually would. He actually would, you know.
Bruno will do that short run up, and you just see Ronaldo sprint into the box and pack it, bro.
Or they'll have to do that. They'll have to do that Pires and Henry penalty.
Yeah,
remember that one?
Oh yeah.
Tahir says, which manager would accept no funding, no players after winning Premier League and Champions League? For the owners, any manager would have walked. We are being fooled. Fair dues. I'm going to ask this to people in the comments as well. I'm not saying that FSG are bad owners as Levy, but the transfer policy, is it any different to what Levy was doing when they had Pochettino? Knowing Pochettino is such a great coach, he could squeeze everything out of them. I want to throw that to you guys. Plano Boy says, calling it as it is, Klopp is just a manager who prefers a thin squad. It works when it works, and last season it crumbled. I disagree. I think he's working with a thin squad because he knows he kind of has to. Mr. Dare I say it just says Clarkson for Millie and Ben Woodburn for Naby / Ox next season. Don't do that.
All right, allow them things there, man.
Musa says, is the panel full for the FSG debate? I want in. Yeah, at this point, bro, we could raffle the tickets.
There's so many people that want to get involved. Actually,
we could do a part 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 at the moment.
Yeah. Peterson says, how do you call in?
Mad.
Just the link I was just put in the chat, so the link is up. Sean Swain says, utter arrogance from the club. We are standing still. Jamrock says, Cal, thanks for being nuanced in your thought process. I'm gonna try. I don't think I'm gonna be too nuanced tonight, though. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Sanjay for the super chat, much appreciated.
Cal, I think we missed one from Plano boy.
I've got them all saved. I just read out Plano.
Okay, cool. And with there was I think it was Vlahovic, I think his name was as well. Did you get that one as well, bro?
I'm going through them now. Just going
through
them.
Okay, cool.
Aldrin says no transfer money, but 60 mil for a stadium extension. Yes, because the money will be loaned and we'll pay it back with a small interest, and it will boost the revenue, which will again bring them more money. I told you I'm kind of ready for tonight still. So if you come in, and I'm not saying you were Sam or Aldrin, but I've got some stuff I need to get off my chest tonight as well. Sam Max Lennon says LFC are Spectrum 28K or Commodore 64 dated period. I don't know any of those things. Do you guys know those?
What did he say? Read that again, sorry.
Spectrum 28K or Commodore 64?
Yeah, talking about the old, school
computers.
consoles.
Yeah, I know.
The old school
Oh,
consoles. Yeah, I hear
okay,
that. I hear that.
so
Trust
that's
me.
above me still.
Both of those consoles are classic.
They
Yeah,
are.
that's
Trust me.
It's above my pay grade. I did
OGs,
not know
man.
anything
OGs.
about them.
Jamal, it's all good as well, bro. No problem, bro.
Musa says I'm FSG in, by the way. There's a lot of fans. There's a lot of us as fans miss out.
You know what, Musa, hit us up, and if we can extend the panel, we will. Hit us up, and if we can extend the panel, we will.
Arsenal is Sega, then Khalid says.
That's true. Because everyone used to be in the Mega Drive and Sonic. No one cares about
They
Sonic.
don't even make
sponsored by
consoles anymore. Now they just
were
make
sponsored by
consoles.
Dreamcast as well,
Just
innit? They were
make
sponsored by
games.
Dreamcast.
Yeah, bro.
No,
just
they
make
made
games.
the Dreamcast, bro. Sega made the Dreamcast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
That's what I was saying back in the day. Innit?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah. Sega don't even make games. Sorry, make the consoles anymore. They just make games, bro.
Dreamcast was
That's
a good console, though.
Dreamcast was sick, bro. Power.
Sega were always ahead of their time, but they never perfected the technology. That was their problem.
Yeah.
Jovanovic says, regarding the Bissouma, okay, point taken. He's a baller, but guys, he's not going to improve. He's an Arsenal sign at best, guys. Reason why no one wants him. I disagree.
I think it's the feed.
I can see Bissouma moving before the window shuts.
Do you know what? I think the reason why nobody's gone in for him so far is because he's actually happy at Brighton and he's not making a fuss himself, which is admirable. Because a lot of players in his position with his stock would probably be kicking up a fuss, getting his agent to do all that talking. I actually think he's very like, if I stay, I stay. I respect Brighton. If I go, then cool. Like he seems like a very good professional to me.
Jovanovic says, I want to see us go out and get Sterling back. That is ambitious by us. That elevates us to another level with Klopp's guidance and development. I'm going to ask you guys a question in a minute. I'm going to ask you guys, I've got a question for you two, especially for you two. I've got a question. Rock says, I sent my email address to Kop-ish email. Blessings, bro. Mr. Dare I say it, Drift, the Echo is peeing me off with the articles like his Liverpool not spent this summer so they can buy Haaland next summer. BSFFS, man needs top reds. Echo know nothing. With all due respect to them, they just churn out articles to get some engagement. I just respect their hustle. It is what it is. Mario says, I'm so confident about tomorrow's game. Drift. Check out the preview. Sanjay says, I feel for Klopp. Shame the best manager in the world is not getting backed. If we go on to win the league with minimal signings, then shame on all of our rivals. Come on, Redmen. Let's ram this down the rivals' throats. True.
I agree with that, 100%.
If we win the league, I don't want to hear anything about, oh, this is another trophy for FSG either, by the way. We would have won that league in spite of them, not because of them. Jovanovic says, I want to see... sorry, that was a Sterling one. Dinesh says, evening, gentlemen. News going around says City... no, not gonna. Hold on, let me read this first. Oh, okay, so just news going around saying that City knew about the Benjamin Mendy stuff and still played him. What do you think?
I saw that.
I guess
it's
always going to be innocent until proven guilty, though, which is a normal respect that you should give everyone. So I can't have a go with him for that.
All right, I've got one more question for you guys before we open the phone lines, and let's try and make this like no more than 2-3 minutes. So we had a phone call last night, and you lot grilled me about the Coutinho thing. Like, you lot are basically saying you're holding the back of my neck and saying, "Drink the water. You're not having apple juice in it." I'm like, I want a bit of flavor, and you're saying, "No, water's more healthy. It's more nutritious. Drink the water," and you're making me go to the pond as well. You lot are saying you'd take back Coutinho, but you wouldn't take back Sterling. Let me throw this at you, yeah? Sterling's younger. He's got a great injury record. Potentially suits our style better because he can cover for Mo and Mane. Homegrown. Still playing in the Premier League at a high level. Did well for England. Why should you guys convince me more about getting Coutinho back than Sterling? And Sterling, for me, left under better circumstances than Coutinho as well.
But did he really leave under better?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Drift. Listen.
He went on BBC and started to chat shit about us. Did he really leave on better terms?
Yes, he did.
He done an unauthorized interview.
I'm not saying he left on great terms, but Coutinho left on way worse.
All right,
terms.
all right. So you want to say, all right, why are we not thinking about Sterling?
And by the way, sorry to cut you, Matt. By the way, I don't want either of them back. But if I had to take one of the two, I'd probably take Sterling.
All right. Well, here's the thing. We can only as well live by our means, right? Coutinho right now is at Barcelona. Barcelona are in free fall. You could probably get Coutinho, whatever, like on loan, and then maybe his wages, maybe you can get him to half that. Sterling right now is on about 350,000 a week, if I'm not mistaken, or 300,000 as well. Mm-hmm. He's going to want a higher like standing in the squad. Coutinho kind of knows that the way how he left as well. I think he kind of knows he'll owe it to the fans, and also think because he's older, I think maybe he would respect the team more. I think even though Coutinho, in my opinion, when they're both at their peak, I think Coutinho was the better player. And I know you're saying he probably does fit the system more on the wings. Let's not sleep on the fact of if Coutinho can kind of go back to even like the Coutinho at Bayern, he could still play in a number 10 spot or potentially the number 8 spot. How you like to say it, Kyle, the most advanced 8, which is basically
hybrid.
10.
The hybrid.
Yeah, basically a 10. But you get what I'm trying to say. So in my opinion, I hear what you're saying, but even money-wise, and I hate to say it because we're being accountants again, but a loan for Coutinho or even like a 5 million fee and you pay how many wages, or you want to fork out how much for Sterling and he's going to want top wages, that's probably going to want to rival Salah's as well and VVD's. That's one other thing I will say. So that's why I think it's more of a, do you know what it is, Cal? If say we got him a loan, say it doesn't work out, but then goodbye. The problem is with Sterling, you've bought into him. If you get Sterling, you're stuck with him. And once if Drift was saying, which actually comes into fruition, that Sterling's maybe even hit his ceiling, like he's not going to get any better, and maybe what we saw at Man City last season is kind of what he is now, because now the team maybe aren't playing to his strengths. Remember, we play different to City. We don't dominate the ball. So even when we talk about maybe he fits our system, maybe, but we're talking about maybe conversion and that. We ain't got no KDB. We ain't going to put it on the plate for him. He now has to create some of his own goals. Can Coutinho do that better than Sterling? I think he can. That's my take anyway.
Fair enough.
And I'll just say quickly as well, first of all, I completely disagree he left on better terms. I don't think either of them left in any way, shape, or form to be defended. But here's what I will say. Coutinho, since he left, he was a dirty little rat for what he did. Yeah. The faking injury and all that stuff.
Time.
He did.
Don't get me wrong. But here's the thing. And I'm not defending him at all. I'm just making a comparison. Coutinho only kind of did that because it was a dream move. And I'm not defending him in any way, shape, or form. But sometimes people do dumb shit if they're trying to get the thing they've always wanted. He's always wanted to play for Barcelona. So he did something he shouldn't have done. But I can see the reason if I take my own feelings for Liverpool out of the dream move in his eyes of a dream move, yeah? And ever since he's been there, he knows what he did and he's been respectful ever since he left. You see Sterling, first of all, Man City, he actually wanted Arsenal, Sterling, because he's an Arsenal fan. I don't think a lot of people know that. He's an Arsenal fan and he wanted to go Arsenal. He only went Man City because he was chasing the paper, bro. He went on BBC and talked all that shit. And bro, if I'm being honest, no, but Cal, ever since Sterling left, he's been talking shit. No, Cal, ever since Sterling left, he's been
but that's the wrong statement. If he didn't leave because he was chasing paper, he left because he wanted to win trophies and Man City.
All right, whatever it was he left for, whatever it was, bro, since he left, he's been talking shit. Sterling has been talking shit about Liverpool ever since he left. At least Coutinho humbled himself and ain't never said nothing since he left.
Coutinho was doing it while he was at the club. He was saying that he felt like a slave at the club. Coutinho was saying he felt like a slave at the club or got his people.
No, but that was all at the time when he was trying to leave. Once he got the move, he ain't never said nothing about us. Why is Sterling always talking about us? Every time he's talking about us.
Because we're in the same league. That's why.
No, but that's not the point. Have respect for the team you used to play for, regardless. Without us, Sterling would be a nobody.
Same with Coutinho.
No, but what I'm saying is Sterling don't humble himself. I think Coutinho knows that. Sterling acts like he don't know that, bro.
I think there's this narrative going around that Coutinho left a lot better than Sterling. Bro, I'll be honest. When Sterling left, what were Liverpool as a football club?
I think they both left the same. I think it was disrespectful when it was messed up the way they left. Both of them.
When Coutinho left, everyone in the world could see, Klopp's getting something good out of these lot. They're getting real good tune out.
But it was a dream move, Cal.
No, but there's ways you do
dream.
Dream.
No, it wasn't a dream.
I'm not backing him, Cal.
No,
I'm not backing him.
No, but I'm saying, like, my thing is, everyone's saying that Sterling was way worse. But Coutinho faked injury.
Yes.
Remember, he tried to avoid.
Hold on.
Let me rival,
bro.
Guys, Man City weren't a direct rival at the time. They were.
Yes, they were, bro. We were competing against them for the title in 13-14.
Man, acting like Sterling didn't call in sick.
Bro.
Hold on.
Did Sterling call in sick?
No,
I think he did.
Yes, he did. Sterling called in sick, bro, twice.
Hold on.
Let me ask the Rodgers.
Rodgers sent him to Jamaica to give him a rest. He didn't call in sick.
Bruv, I'm telling you from now, Sterling called in sick. In fact, you know, I'm going to go and get an article.
I'm telling you for a fact from stuff I know behind the scenes.
No.
Bruv,
he called in sick. What do you mean?
Matt, I'm telling you as facts, he did not call in sick.
Do you know what? Let me put it now.
I know you're going to bring up an article, but I'm telling you straight, that didn't happen.
But how do you know, bro?
Bruv, come on. We all know people outside of...
Yeah, but then people know him. They're going to talk nice about him because they can't
say that because we've all got our people outside, brother. And we know they're trustworthy. Innit? I'm not going to throw out a comment like that if that's not the case. You know that. You know better than that.
Listen. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, but when I type in on the Guardian, Raheem Sterling misses training again after calling in sick,
bruv. If I'm not mistaken, didn't Coutinho said he didn't want to play in the Champions League qualifying stage because he didn't want to be cup tied?
Bruv, no, what I'm saying is they're just as bad as... But no, what you're saying is you made it seem like Coutinho was worse. But they're both the same.
No,
bruv, one slapped me in the left of my face, one slapped me in the right of my face. They both
they're the same. I think they're the same person.
They both slapped me, bro. But you know what the difference is? Coutinho humbled himself after the move and has never said a bad word about us. And Sterling talks shit about us all the time on a regular basis, bro.
Do you know what's so mad though? We're talking about players that used to play for us, yeah.
For real. And we're not gonna get.
Yeah, and do you know what it is? That's because, and it goes full circle back to FSG and about how we feel as a fan base, how we've been treated, you know? Because let's be real, if we would have just signed again like a Basuma or a Malin, we wouldn't even began having these conversations about imagine if we had this player back. Because remember, we're talking about Sterling because he's apparently available because he was offered in the Kane thing apparently at one point. And we're talking about Coutinho again because apparently he's been offered. Do you know how mad that is? That this is what's happened to our club right now. That's mad. When we actually let's just end it here, lads, because we're letting them brothers win. Can't even lie.
Sanjay says, great show as always, brothers. Keep us smiling through these tough times. Love, brothers. We're gonna try. Let's bring in the first caller. Scoop, welcome to the show, bro.
Scoop, you there, bro? To be fair,
Scoop, you there, bro?
You feel bad.
Right, I'm gonna remove Scoop and then bring him
back. He's back.
He's back now. I think he did. Do you know what? Did I see?
I'm sure I just saw him unmute his camera. Scoop, you there, bro?
I think he might.
Can't hear you, bro. We can't hear you.
You know what? I think it might actually be that his computer's messing up because I can see the thing. You know what, Scoop? Yeah. Try and go out and come back in, bro.
If he comes out, yeah, maybe to get back in.
No, but how else can he reset the connection? It looks like his connection needs to be reset.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
remove Scoop and then bring in someone else, but we'll try and sort something out, Scoop.
You know what, Scoop, we'll put you in the background for a minute and then send a comment to let us know if you've managed to sort the sound out, bro.
Yeah, for real.
LFC for days. Welcome to the show. Drift, can you start the timer, please, bro?
Yep.
Cool, guys. That's been ages. It's been ages, but I had to quickly come on, you know. Once again, with that man that stands at the back of a party, standing with the, you know, them side man, watching the paintings taken, we're just sitting there. Mbappe, Haaland.
To watch, boy.
All of them. You know, I've had enough. Like, every time we get the bargain bucket, like, I want to drink with my food. Every time, bargain bucket. Get us something. Jesus, like, you know, and Klopp, man, Klopp must be sick and tired of food vouchers, beans and toast every day, man. Get some proper food, bro. You want lobster, man. You know, like Klopp, he's braver than most, man, because the fact he ain't. I, I, I want Klopp to out them in public, but I can see maybe if he's not doing that. But you know, Klopp is at Dortmund. They said one of the reasons Klopp had problems with Dortmund is he always liked a thin squad. And if you read some articles on Dortmund, most of his problems was lack of rotation, and I kind of see it with the subs and stuff. But you know, the whole thing is an issue. But FSG, man, I'm hearing there's a protest FSG out on Saturday, but something's got to be done. I've had enough of eating dead food, man. I need some food. Big up yourselves.
Big up,
man. Big up
bless
LSE for
up, bro.
days.
Bless,
Man.
man.
Bless. He's speaking some facts, though. It's true, though.
100%. You know what? Everybody knows I can't eat my food without a drink.
Bro, it completes the meal. It's the meal deal, but it's a meal deal. We're getting meal deal at
No, but you know what? I've actually sat down with a couple, man. I think I've even sat down with you lot and watched you eat the whole food before you have a drink. Like, how do you do that, you lot?
I do that because I like that. No, but the point is that the drink is still there, though. We're talking about you've gone and bought food.
No, but I need to drink while I'm eating. I'm one of them, man, who's got to drink while I'm eating.
I don't need to, because you know how much I love the food, innit? So mum will just have the drink afterwards.
You're a hybrid eater, bruv, still. You're a hybrid eater, bro. Scoop, can you hear us now? Scoop?
Man, he's still not able
to. We're going to do the same to you. We're going to keep you here, though, Scoop, because we want you on.
Definitely.
Stephen, welcome to the show, bro. Drift, can you start the timer, please, brother?
Well, yeah. Well.
What's going on, bro?
What's going on, bro? Work for lads. Work for lads. Yeah. Oh, FSG, man. I'm really getting sick and tired of this already, lads. You know, man, I've been going through this for years for FSG. No one will listen to me. There are people that were defending FSG even when the times where I've been saying that they're going to lead us down into a path that's not good. And I wanted to put this question out to you. And I don't think a lot of people a lot of Liverpool fans will not see it going down in the future. And it involves Jurgen Klopp because we all know Jurgen Klopp's contract is going to expire in 2024 or around that time, and he is going to leave now. From what I can think about of God, I hope if Klopp leaves one day, that how are we going to get back to that nature that Klopp took us under with the attack and play that we had when the Premier League Champions League? Well, do you think FSG, when Klopp goes, will just be like the Glazers and Klopp, not just they're just not going to spend much?
Yeah, to answer that short and sweet, yes, I don't think they're going to do anything worth of note.
I don't think so either, unfortunately.
The model's set. They've set the model.
Unless something changes, unless something changes, that's it. I think we're stuck with this.
But Stephen, we're going to let you go, bro, and bring on the next person. So thank you very much for your call as always. Thanks for always supporting, man. We do appreciate it.
Big up, bro.
So apologies, I didn't mean to give man
Chris M.
Yo, what's going on?
What's good, guys? How you doing? Man?
I'm looking forward to this, but I'm looking forward to this 90 seconds, bro.
Listen, FSG, how many chances are people gonna give these, man? Because oh my gosh, fool me once, shame on you, but fool me twice, it's shame on me, because we were talking in January about statements. A statement of intent of we want to win the league. We want to win trophies. We are not going to waste Jurgen Klopp's last few years at Liverpool Football Club. And look at us now. We're 4 days left in the window, and Jurgen Klopp hasn't got a single Gini Wijnaldum replacement. How are people okay with this? Drifty, I was resonating with you when you were saying, how are people online okay with this? It's actually insane to me. We just lost Gini Wijnaldum, our most durable midfielder, our only midfielder that's durable. It's actually insane how people think we can't replace this man. We've needed an attacker for years. I don't care what anybody says. I noticed way before anybody else that Roberto Firmino needed someone that can come in and bang in goals, but no one wants to listen to that. Everyone thinks, oh yeah, we can put Jota as a 9. Oh yeah. We've got We've got Jones. We've got Harvey Elliott. It's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. We are relying on youngsters and injury-prone players to win us a Premier League and Champions League. It is actually ridiculous to me. And like Matt said, Marlon and Bissouma, we get those two guys in, no one's complaining. No one would have complained about these signings. And what I'm going to finish off with is, when are we going to be in a position where we can buy the players we want, like an Mbappe, like a Haaland, like these big players? When is it going to happen, FSGNers? When is it going to happen? There, I'm done. I'm done. Peace out. My God.
Big up, Chris.
What's up, Chris? No,
that for me is the question, you know. That's the question. They've been here 11 years now. When are we going to be in a position where we can compete? Because if I'm not mistaken, when the Moors sold us to Hicks and Gillette, they sold us because they wanted someone to come in and compete with Chelsea. That didn't happen. Hicks and Gillette were what they were. We got FSG in because we wanted to compete with the bigger and better clubs financially. We are still not even close to being able to do that after 11 years, after winning the Premier League and Champions League, with having the best manager in world football. When are we going to be able to do that?
100%. And do you want to know something, Cal, before we move on? What I would liken it to, and a kind of mini analogy, is
Chris, by the way. Chris.
No, well played, Chris. As the owner,
and for Chris as well, man. Trust me.
As the owner, you're supposed to please the fans above all else. You run the club properly. You make sure you do things adequately. You make sure that you do what you need to do. Keep everything where it needs to be. But you please the fans. That is the purpose of being the owners of a football club, is to get success on the pitch and to please the fans. And it would be like if you went out with a girl, or if a girl went out with a guy, or whatever your preference or situation is, right? And your significant other is not doing anything to make sure that they get in there with your family and fit in, and make sure that there's a situation where there's a calm harmony whenever there's family events, you're invited around or whatever. FSG right now are being that partner that's saying rude things, being a bit argument, like, you know what I mean? It's like, at what point do you go, I love you, yeah, but we can't go out anymore because my family's important and you're not doing anything to make this situation cool. Your job as my partner is to make me happy and to also make sure that you fit in with my family, or you do your best to cause no issues. And right now, all you're doing is causing issues. Every family function, there's an argument. You're saying rude things. You're putting me in an awkward situation. Like, rah, I can't do this anymore, you know? Even though I love you, I can't do this anymore. FSG are that partner there. They're being that person causing bare problems at the family event when they should be trying to please. When are we going to turn around as a collective and go, yeah, we can't really do this anymore. We can't put up with you always causing disruption. It's not on. There's always an argument when you're around. Why can't you be around and everything goes smooth? Why can't it be cool? Why at the end of the night, it's always somebody who's, like, sometimes we even end the night and we think it was all good, but somebody will call us the next day and say, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he did this or he did that, or she did this or she did that. And you'll be like,
you know, Michaela did. He said, my feet stink, you know, fam.
Do you know what I'm saying? There's always something, bruv. There's always something with these brothers. Like, it's not on anymore.
Trainers on. How do you say my feet stink?
It's not on anymore. It's not on anymore,
man. Next person, long awaited, man, like
Scoop. Yes, Scoop.
No, we still can't hear
no. We can see you, but now it's just the lack of audio.
Do the card thing. You know when you do the card.
All right, we're gonna bring you back out. No, don't go and give up. Don't give up.
No, don't give up.
We're gonna bring you out and bring you back in.
Yeah. If anything, yeah,
Don't
yeah, I was
give
gonna
up,
say,
Stu.
yeah.
Don't give up.
Don't
Stu.
give up. Don't give up.
Here we
Trust me.
go. Out in the streets, they call it murder.
Yeah, what up,
Welcome
fellas?
to Jamrock.
What's going on,
What's
bro?
going on, Jamrock?
Not much, man. Let me start my timer here as well on my end.
Hey, bro, you can see it from the beginning, bro. There you go.
Yeah, here we go. No, I just wanted to talk a little bit about this conversation that you guys have been having, and all I'm going to say is we all got to make sure that we check our confirmation bias, because what I've noticed about a lot of fans is that a reporter will say something, that reflects FSG in a negative light, and they believe it. And then when that said reporter reflects something that portrays FSG in a positive light, they don't believe it, and they say it's FSG publicity, putting spins on things of that nature. Now, Drifty, I agree with you that for me, I do want the club to get players. I do think we need midfield options. The question is, who is actually blocking that, whether it's FSG or Klopp. I have a different mindset just going by just Klopp's words over the past, 6-7 years, even before he came here. And I just don't think Klopp is someone who likes a big squad. I genuinely think Klopp is okay with the squad that he has. As far as the question that you were asking, Cal, in regards to a top-notch player, I don't think Klopp is going to go asking for a top-notch player. I think a top-notch player has to be pushed on Klopp for him to get that. I remember when Pogba was purchased, and he told us what he would do with 100 million. He said he'd rather buy 3 players than 1. And I'm out.
Fair enough. I'm going to rebuttal 2 things you said there, but no, appreciate that as always, Jamrock.
Appreciate that, Jamrock,
Okay.
man.
Nah, big up,
I
bro.
wish I had more time.
Oh, you will.
No,
you will
no,
in the debate.
no.
You will have in
Trust
the
me, the
full
debate,
bro.
bro. Trust me, debate.
Okay,
Trust me.
Bet.
Nice one,
Yeah.
brother.
Cool,
Although obviously, even though we love Jamrock, I mean, he went over the time, and we got to hit it with a little something. You know?
Vamos! Get out! Get out, Man United! Get out!
It's the little evil laugh, innit? Ha ha ha.
As we don't have the capacity.
Hey, we don't have the capacity. No, big up
No,
Jamrock. Big up Jamrock,
you know
man.
what? I'll be honest with you, yeah. I actually
Big up
100%
Jamrock, big up
hear where
Jamrock.
Jamrock's coming from in regards to when you have an agenda, which most of us have against FSG, you do believe what you want and take what you want. And then when you hear something else, you go, that's just this or that. I agree with
Yeah, that's
that.
true. That's
I
true.
agree with that. We're all guilty of doing that. We are.
No, I agree. The one thing I will say, when he was talking about Klopp as like a small squad, I understand that, but then I also feel like Klopp probably realizes, Jamrock, he's lost Gini Wijnaldum. And Gini Wijnaldum, he knows better than anyone of last year how durable he was and how key he was. Klopp ain't silly. He can only push Naby Keita and Oxlade-Chamberlain so far, knowing that there's a chance they could break down. He's probably thinking, in my opinion, in the back of his mind, yes, we don't need to go and buy 4 or 5 players, but we just need to go and buy players that are going to be reliable. And he knows he's got some players that aren't reliable. Even say a Divock Origi, so you go to the forward option. So he probably knows that he can enhance his squad. So I don't think Klopp needs a massive squad, but he needs a squad that's going to be reliable. And I also feel like he also realizes some of the quality that's been brought in can be upgraded. Your likes of your Minaminos, your Divock Origis, your Oxlade-Chamberlains, maybe even so, your Nico Williams. Do you get what I mean? So that's one thing I will say.
Cal, you know what I like?
That's a Klopp block.
I just saw that now.
In that tight that stacking.
Oh boy.
But yeah,
you know what? Go.
So Jamrock, this is my rebuttal was reporters obviously are sort of swaying things in a certain way, which does obviously play on people's agendas. But when has Klopp ever come out and said he wants a small squad? Hasn't that all been reporters as well? Plus, also, when you look at it and break it down, right now, we don't actually have a small squad because we do have 2 players for every position, but it's having the depth in qualities. It's not the numbers. It's not the quantity. It's the quality.
That's what I'm
so
trying
Klopp
to say.
does have 2 players for each position. But I'm going to ask you guys, and I don't even want to pick him out, but is Nico good enough to be in the team for 3-4 games in a row if Trent's not there? So that's my point. Naby and Ox, they're two central midfielders. Are they going to stay fit for the season? Very unlikely.
No.
Taki Minamino and Origi, they're backups for arguably for Firmino/Jota and for Mane/Salah. Are they going to be good enough if they come into the team for 3-4 games in a row? I don't think so. So again, it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. So Klopp's not saying he wants bare man. He just wants people for the sake of it. I think he just wants the right player. And again, this is why I say that. Because Werner wasn't signed, Julian Brandt wasn't signed, and they were as people report, they were first choices for Klopp. But we still went and got Jota and we went and got Salah. I think Klopp went into this summer, and again, this is me purely speculating. I think Klopp looks at the position that he wants to strengthen, and I think he maybe has 3 or 4 players that he would go for in each position. So for me, it would have probably been Werner, Jota, and 2 other players he had on a list and said, look, this is my top option. If you can't get him, get one of these other 3 players and we're good. In my opinion, Klopp's got a list. Let's say Klopp wants a centre forward. He's probably got a list of 4. But you see, if Klopp's not got the money, he's not just going to say, right, I can't get any of these 4. Just, again, I don't want to mention it. Let's just say, let's just go and get an Ollie Watkins. Klopp doesn't want him. So there's no point getting him. So it's not just a case of signing a player. But if Klopp wants one of the players on a list and he's not saying it's only this person, then go and get him a person. But if the money's not there, the money's not there.
And then one thing I would like to say as well, Cal, is you see this whole small squad thing. It was all right to have a small squad at Dortmund when there was no expectation. There was no expectation at Dortmund. At Liverpool, we're a different breed. I know we weren't in a good place when he took over, but we're a different breed. There is always expectation at Liverpool. Dortmund have no expectation. Everything you do at Dortmund is a bonus. At Liverpool, it ain't that. It ain't that. You know what I mean? And one thing I'll say as well to people, if there's one example, and I hate dashing this brother under the bus, and I apologize, and if I ever meet him, I'll probably say sorry in real life. But if there's one example of a brother that shows that we are lazy or we don't do things that we're supposed to do, and we're kind of making a lot of mistakes, it's giving Adrian a new contract instead of going out and getting a proper reserve goalkeeper. If ever you needed an example of FSG at its laziest best, it is saying, yeah, just give that brother a new contract. Why on earth did we extend the contract of Adrian when we could have gone and got anybody who is better if we'd have really made the effort?
Do you know what's so telling?
Sorry, Matt. Musa says, what if Klopp wants Bowen? I've said this millions of times. If Klopp wants a player, whether I agree with it or not, I sit back and I eat humble pie, because usually it ends up blowing up in my face because I was wrong and he was right.
I hear that.
If Klopp wants a player, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Like,
how
many
if Klopp actually wants Bowen,
guy, you see, going back to the Adrian thing, though, I'm going to say this, though. You made a valid point. You see, when we're talking about how with Adrian signing the new deal, yeah, bro, Klopp dropped him and put Kelleher there to say, you are now 3rd choice. You are 3rd choice. So what do we go and do? Go and give him a new deal after we knew that he wasn't good enough to be 2nd choice. That, to me, makes no sense whatsoever. Like, whatsoever. Sorry, I just had to get that out. That's stupid.
Klopp made a statement to Pierce about not stockpiling players and only using them when someone is injured. It's not fair to that player, imbalance. Again, that's different from saying he wants a small squad. Stockpiling is getting players in that you don't trust and not playing them because you don't trust them. Divock Origi, Shaqiri, they were stockpiled players because Klopp didn't trust them. As we saw, we had a bag of injuries, bag of players out of form, and they still weren't playing. Jota came in and started playing straight away. Thiago came in and started playing straight away. There's a difference between stockpiling and getting in players that you actually want. Chelsea stockpile, for example.
Yeah, they do.
We don't do that, and no one's saying we need to do that, but we need to get players in. Another thing I've got to address here, and I don't even want to dig you out, but you have been saying some stuff throughout the stream. What, buy a reserve goalkeeper for 30 mil? Seriously, when have one of us said go and buy a reserve goalkeeper for 30 mil?
That's what I was going to say. So hold on a minute.
This is what happened. This is what happens.
An example, Romero. What about Romero who left Man United? That's an example.
This is my point. When we say we're not happy that Adrian stayed. We wanted someone else. Why do we automatically go and say, oh, well, what, you want a 30 million? Well, none of us said that. When have you heard us on the stream say we want to sign Haaland and Mbappe and Messi? Like, we are, as a fan base, very realistic. Maybe Drifty has. We are a fan base that is very realistic.
I've never said that.
You would say something wild like that.
No, but certain men have been conditioned, though. Certain men have been conditioned.
This is my point. We say we want to upgrade on Adrian. We can find an upgrade on Adrian for 5 million. Are we going to now say that's unattainable as well?
Exactly. But apparently, if you ask for something,
free, you know. Tom Heaton was free.
Is Joe? No. Serious question. Is Joe Hart not better than Adrian?
Yeah,
he is.
No, Joe Hart is better than Adrian. It's not even, in my opinion, it's not even a debate, bro.
And he also adds to the homegrown quota, so you'd have to worry about all of that as well.
Some people come with some madness. You're right, though, guys. Like, if we say, "Oh, we want FSG to do better and get other players," the top red, so to speak, will be like, "Oh, you just want everything, don't you? You want Ronaldo and Messi." It's like, no, we're not saying that. What did I say on stream? Man said, I said we'll be cool with Basuma and Malin, and no one's going crazy. Like, we are actually genuinely happy. We know because those are two players of adding quality to the squad. Right now, we brought in Ibu.
Sorry, Matt. Me and Kal had this conversation. Fabianski was available for under 5 million. You're telling me Fabianski wouldn't be a way better backup goalkeeper than Adrian for 5 million? He only had 1 year left on his deal at the time when we were having this conversation. Fabianski would be a decent backup. Adrian is like, come on, we know this, man. We know this already. Like, and the thing is, the fact we're even debating whether Joe Hart is better than Adrian shows how low Adrian's level actually is.
Exactly. It's so true.
All right, let's get the next caller in. Guys, we're going to do...
Cal, I'll say get through some of the super chats quickly.
You reckon, yeah?
Someone in, yeah.
Cool.
We got quite a few that have come in, bro.
It's quite a few. No, there's even... Yeah. I'll read out this one quickly as well. William Wright says, no surprise we went 30 years without a title. The mentality of some of our fan base is embarrassing. If we don't start rebuilding it now, in 3-4 years' time, we'll need 500 million rebuild. We are finished. Do you know what?
That's facts.
I so understand that.
We keep on chasing summers. We keep on chasing our own summer.
We're always next summer. Do you remember last summer? It was next summer. It was this summer. And the summer before, it was... Bruv, the amount of times I've heard... And not only that, Liverpool,
I've heard Mbappe 2020, Mbappe 2021, Mbappe 2022.
It's always next summer. We are next summer FC.
And do you want to know what? How comes all the convenient things that are coming out about, we had the plan for a big summer when the pandemic had already happened? How come we didn't hear any of that before the pandemic? How come we only started hearing that after the pandemic?
Conditioning, man. Promo says Benjamin Mendy's charged and set to be investigated, set for 25 years behind bars, confirmed apparently.
Whoa.
What? See. I'm going on Twitter now, bro. I need to find some news.
Jovanovic says Drifty, he said, Drifty, you're wrong. He also did a live stream and said he loves Liverpool and they're always in his heart, and he said he would never say no to going back. Sky quoted, this is to do with Sterling.
When was that interview? Recently, when he realized City are turning their back on him.
This was a little while ago, I think.
Okay.
I don't know if those were the actual quotes. I'm just reading what.
I'll check it out.
Zizi said we should expect another ESL situation where we're moving. Look, ESL is not dead. Tell you that for free. It's not dead. Trevor says FSG don't even spend on Uber Eats with no free delivery. Why they spend millions on us? Mr. Dare I say, just says Coutinho twice had psychological back problems. Yeah, true. Mario says past players are exactly that in the past. No point reminiscing. We need to look at the future and sign the next gen of future Liverpool stars. Facts. Liam says the only difference between Sterling and Phil's sales was that we transformed the money from Phil's, whereas Sterling's just abandoning the ship rather than Coutinho. Rather have Coutinho back over Sterling. Fair point. LFT Sports says, Cal, you are wrong. Sterling called in sick twice. If I am wrong, I apologize. But again, from what I've spoken to people behind the scenes, I've heard that wasn't the case.
No, it's not even that I don't believe you. I'm just saying, I hear that.
Do you know if I'm wrong, I hold my hands up and I apologize.
I have to say something about this person. Okay, so Benny, I just want to say this, So Right now,
no, don't even give it
no,
any
no, no.
time.
I just want to say something. I want to say something, brother. I have to, I'm just gonna say this. Yeah, this is a fan channel, and not only that, we debate things about our football club, whether it's good or bad or whatever in it. That right now, a lot of fans aren't happy with how the transfer window is going. So you see, when Liverpool win games, I don't think anyone comes on here and starts going mad. I think when we buy players, I don't think we go on here and go mad. And if things don't happen, if things are reasonable, we understand it. For example, we understand certain situations. We're not asking for a lot.
Sorry.
We won the league, not last year, the year before. And you're telling me there's nothing positive about this channel. Leave it out, bro. Seriously. If not, come off the channel, innit?
With all due respect, if you haven't watched
Furthermore, I'll just take you off.
No, not even that. If this is the first time you're watching this, then maybe you might think we're negative. But
I'm gonna
genuinely,
take man off.
Don't take him off. If you wanna say that we're negative, but you've only watched one of our shows, then one, you can't judge us off the back of one show. Two, tell me something we said that's negative without it not being an opinion that we've tried to back up with fact. And three, just go back and watch our review after the Burnley game and see if we're negative. That's all I'll say. 1975 Jamrock says, agree to disagree on that, Cal. Klopp seems to like 14 to 15 core players for every season, and that's who plays. I don't trust Klopp and Edwards with a rebuild. I don't trust FSG, bro.
It's FSG, man. They hold the purse strings, bro.
No, but here's the thing. You see what Jamrock said about 14 to 15. You know what? But
that's all we've had.
15, no, but if 12 to 15 were top-notch players, I would even kind of be all right with it. The problem is they're not in it. And whether it's their availability or their ability, it's like they're not. Like, if we could wave a magic wand over Naby, Ox, Matip, Gomez, Fabinho, Alisson, and we can wave a magic wand on these man, and these man will never get injured. I'll say it again. We win the league. We win the league. If Matip and Van Dijk were going to play 36 games together, and Ibu and Gomez were going to play the cup games, and Naby and Ox and all these men never got injured, I'd actually say we could do a domestic treble. I'll be sitting here right now and I'll be like, you man, even if we don't bring anyone in, I believe we could do a domestic treble. But the problem is that's not real life. And these men are all going to clap down based on past experiences during the season. And then we're going to be left thinking, why don't we keep Nat Phillips? We're at our bare bones now. We've got Williams on the bench because da-da-da and da-da-da are injured and rare. We know the scenario. We played it out every fucking year. We know it.
Also, with all due respect, Benny, and I say this to anyone, YouTube's a free platform to watch our content, especially this stuff. With all due respect, if you really don't like the channel, you genuinely don't have to sit here and watch it. Like, Benny, I'll be honest with you. No. Let me finish, man.
I'm not even gonna be funny. I was just gonna say, Benny, do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
You don't have to go. That's just my opinion.
No, I'll be honest with you. Like, if I don't like a situation, or I don't like something I'm watching, I literally just click off. Like,
do you know what I mean? You don't have to watch it. It's one of them things, isn't it? You control your computer, bro. Do you know what I mean?
And again, there's a difference between criticizing our opinions and just saying stuff that is factually incorrect. So I'll leave that there as well. Tahir says Ronaldo being here reminds me of when we used to linger 5th, 6th, and 8th in the Premier League. Looks like we're back to the 90s era.
I want to go. We're not. Do you know what it is? We're not there yet. But do you know? I think we're all scared of. We're all scared of that. Because we're not. Every window goes by, and we're scraping.
And other teams are getting stronger.
You keep going into the penny jar, and everyone else is getting wages.
Tahir says Klopp will drain his team out by the looks of it. Asen says at Dortmund he barely rotated as well. Played Lewandowski a lot. He did, but who did he have as a backup for Lewandowski? 1975 Jamrock says Klopp made a statement. Oh no, I've read that. And William Wright, we spelt the William Wright one as well. Just missed one here. Nisa says, hey lads, hope all is well. All transfers that's going on, these clubs must be hurting. Klopp, man, sitting there hopeless. He doesn't deserve this. I agree. You
don't know what FOMO is. I know you two do, but people in the comments, do you know what FOMO is? Because no matter who you are as an individual, if somebody else is enjoying something that you like, you're gonna get FOMO. You're going to get FOMO. No matter what the situation is, you're gonna get FOMO. No one can tell me Klopp doesn't have a little bit of FOMO watching all of these other teams enjoy themselves in the transfer market, and we can't do anything. Even PSG, Real Madrid, these clubs are our rivals, you know. We're trying to win the European Cup, which is what our aim is every single season. These teams are our rivals. Just because they're not in the same league as us, but you don't think we're not going to play Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Barcelona? We're going to play these teams in the Champions League. They're our rivals. Watching everybody else do what they're doing while we're not doing anything, Klopp must be getting FOMO. He's only human. He is only human. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on. Klopp wants Mbappe. Klopp has physically hugged Mbappe's dad, grabbed Mbappe as well, and had their man in a, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on, you, man? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you think you don't want Mbappe? You think Klopp don't want Mbappe? Come on, guys, man. He's watching him go Real Madrid and thinking, well, there goes my opportunity to ever be his manager. Like,
yeah. All right, going to bring the next call. So, guys, we're going to do 3 more callers and then we're going to sign off. As usually goes, if we don't get you on this week, then send us a DM and we'll make sure you are one of the ones that gets on first next week. Again, people mentioning other channels in the chat as well. Look, we have no issues with any other channel. If you want to go and watch their content, it's cool. We prefer not to be compared to other channels because we do our own thing here. We respect every other channel. But just because one channel has a difference of opinion to another doesn't make them better or worse than any other channel either. So again, if that's your preference and you want to watch another channel, feel free to, guys. Like, honestly, if you don't like what we're saying, you genuinely don't have to watch us. But again, don't call us negative without having anything to back it up with. Because Jamrock, for example, is someone that we disagree with all the time. Not once has Jamrock said we're negative. He just says, this is why I disagree, and then backs it up with his opinion or his thought.
Agreed. And
that's
it's your
all
approach
we're
as well.
If someone was, here's the thing. If someone was to say, Cal, you're an idiot, I'd say, okay, fair enough. Let me know why I'm an idiot. Because again, as a content creator here, I'm going to speak to you candidly. I want to improve every stream I do. So if there's something I'm doing and you as the viewer want to be improved upon, then let me know, but let me know constructively. Don't just be like, oh, you're rubbish, because that doesn't help you and it doesn't help me. So again, let's kind of be adults.
No, but that's why I would actually say Cal. They can't say Cal's an idiot because that's rude, and we don't. Like,
that is rude. I was gonna say, yeah, that's still rude.
But you get
what you mean, though. I know.
No, I get your point, but I still don't want
mean.
anyone to say Cal, you're an idiot, because that's rude.
No, but
I know what you meant.
No, if I'm acting like an idiot, then someone should be able to say.
But what if you are though? Someone should be saying, Cal, you did this, and that's why I feel like you're being an idiot. Someone should just be you're an idiot because they haven't explained themselves. The whole point. That's why. Listen, this is why we respect Jamrock and a lot. And here's the thing: Jamrock gets a lot of criticism, and I don't like it. And all Jamrock's doing is giving his opinion, but he's doing it respectfully. He's not being rude. He's not saying certain things. So that's why when I say it's okay to have a difference of opinion, but it's how you construct it and it's how your approach is. It's okay to, like, we don't have to agree. It's okay. That's with anybody in the chat.
We love when people don't agree. It's what makes debate so fun. But just be respectful with it. That's all it is. To be fair, I don't even necessarily think Benny was being disrespectful, but just don't keep saying things because it's almost like you're attention grabbing to point in the direction of a narrative.
He's trying to be a bit like he's trying to big up his chest.
You know what I mean? You're trying to create a narrative, and it's like
again, my thing is though, it's just just be prepared to back up what you say, innit? Like that's it. Like unless you've got,
I'm not gonna lie. That's what I love about Jam. Jam's always got a backup for what he thinks, bro. That's why I love Jam.
Old school tunes 80 says, I am angry jealous, not nasty jealous. This whole news about Ronaldo everywhere. My mates are scum supporters. I love this show. My birthday on Tuesday. You'll never walk alone. Boy, I get you. I'm not even upset that Ronaldo's gone to Man United. That doesn't bother me. It's the lack of stuff we're doing. I get what you were saying about FOMO drift, but I'll be honest, I don't really get FOMO like that. I don't want to just sign a player because someone else is signed. Like, say, for example, we'd signed Kanate, we had already got Basuma in, and we'd got another attacker in. I genuinely wouldn't care what other teams are doing because we've
Yeah,
sorted
no,
out what we've
but that's
sorted out.
because
That's what
you've
he's
enjoyed
saying.
yourself.
That's because we've
You've
enjoyed. Yeah.
yourself. That's what I'm saying,
Okay.
Kyle. You can't get
We've had
FOMO
one
if you've had a
thing.
good time yourself.
Okay, I get you. Yeah. That's fair.
Like, because if me
it's
and
like
Matt rang you up,
Christmas.
bro, let's keep it $1.50. If there was only 2 tickets available for a Champions League final and we did it dog shit, yeah, whoever don't get that ticket is getting
You're
FOMO.
getting serious
He's
FOMO.
getting FOMO. There's not anybody can say, no
All
matter how
talking
humble
different
you are,
next
no matter
day.
what you are, you are
I'm not
getting
gonna lie.
FOMO.
You
You
get
know,
those,
you would.
you get such a miserable me on
Like,
camera.
what's going on, Kyle?
Yeah, what's good,
going
innit?
on,
What's
Kyle?
good? Waste,
What do
man.
you
What's
mean?
good? Yeah, Matt. You good? Yeah, waste, man. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You would, bruv. It's horrible. It's not
And
a
it's not,
thing, man.
and you know what? That FOMO's not jealousy because you're happy that person's enjoying himself, but you want to be involved. That's what FOMO is. It's not begrudging anyone else. You know what? If Man United want to do their thing, do your thing. If Man City want to do their thing, do their thing. I've never begrudged. I'm the first person to say I don't even have a problem with Man City and Chelsea spending money they have. It's their money. I think FFP is bullshit. Like, honestly, I feel like the only reason why there should be anything in place is so a league scenario can't happen where a major, beautiful club goes under because they do something stupid because they've got owners who aren't thinking sensibly. Other than that, I think FFP is bullshit. Honestly, I feel like if you've got the money, you should be allowed to do whatever you want.
Bruv, do you
So
know
I'm not
something?
even a
It's so
hater.
true. It's so true.
I'm not
but
even
you
a
know
hater.
something?
But our
FFP
owners
actually saves FSG, you know. That's the
Yeah,
killer.
FFP saves FSG.
Actually
That should
saves
be a
FSG.
fucking t-shirt, bro.
If they get rid of FFP, FSG are seriously in the mud. Like, seriously.
And you know what we don't want to do? End up like Arsenal, spending money eventually somewhere down the line on dead players and bring us back to the Asbaz days where man don't even know who the hell this you is. Remember them days? And we were like,
let's not.
who?
Dark days. No, those are dark days.
Let's move on.
Let's move on through that. Let's move on.
Let's get the callers. Let's get the callers.
Time.
Any, can you hear us?
Yeah. How you doing? You're right.
Not too bad.
What's going on, bro?
We better start the timer, please, Drift.
Yeah, I've got that.
Welcome, so I just wanted to say, me personally, I don't feel like FSG are as bad as everyone makes them out to be. I actually feel like they're good owners. I just feel like when you compare them to the owners like the likes of Chelsea, City, PSG, obviously they're not as good or they don't have as much money, but they're not backed by countries and they don't have all that oil money. So I just feel like in that, and I feel like they've done a pretty decent job. And I slightly agree with what Jamrock said about that. Is it Klopp or is it FSG? Because I genuinely believe that Klopp likes, like he said, I feel like he just likes a tight-knit squad. He likes that sort of underdog mentality. I feel like he thinks the system is more important than any individual player. So I feel like he'll always rely on the system. So no matter who you bring in, he's just going to rely on the system. I think he said it before he came to Liverpool. He said Gegenpress is the best playmaker in the world or something along those lines. So I feel like he genuinely puts a lot of faith in that system. And he just wants to have like that tight-knit squad and loads of players who will do a lot of running for him and work hard and sort of like give for the cause. But one point I wanted to make with Man United signing Ronaldo, I feel like that would actually push Salah onto another level. You know, I just feel like he's got that personality to be like, bro, Ronaldo's in the league now. I got to step up my game, and you know, I got to bang in another 5 more goals or another 10. Like, try to go even harder. So I just wanted to get you guys' opinion on that as well. So yeah.
Can I just again, Annie, you said everything brilliantly there.
I'm never gonna lie, Annie. That was well said. I agree. I agree with a lot of what you said. Still.
What I'll ask though, do you think FSG can take us to a level whereby we are competing every season for honours? Under this current sort of model.
Yeah, FSG combined with Klopp. I feel like they're a match made in heaven. Like because Klopp, as I said, Klopp is the way he is with the sort of system. And then FSG are the way they are. They don't want to spend loads and loads of money, or they just want to spend what they make. So I feel like Klopp is the man. He's like a match made in heaven, basically. He's the perfect man for them. I don't think he wants loads of egos in the squad. He doesn't want to spend loads and loads of money. He wants to build superstars, basically. Like, so I feel like with Klopp, yeah. Without Klopp, if it was another manager, then maybe not. If it was like a Mourinho type manager or even a Pep, then maybe I don't think their sort of model would work as well as it is now. If that makes sense.
Man. You know, Annie, just before you go, bro, big up as well, because the way you articulate what you said, I like as well. It's like, even if I don't agree with anything, the way you said it makes me understand where you're coming from, and I like that. Yeah. But one thing I will say though, bro, even though they're a match made in heaven, which at the something else I can't even disagree with, bro. What do we do when Klopp goes?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Like when obviously, I'm not saying. I feel like obviously I would want owners that would spend loads and loads of money, and we could just bring in the Haalands and Mbappes. But I feel like when Klopp goes, they'll try and replace him with another manager like a similar mold, like even like a Pochettino or a Nagelsmann or one of those up and coming young managers. You won't want to spend lots and lots of money, and obviously it might not work, but they'll probably bank on the fact that it could work. I just feel like that's what they'll probably try and do. But yeah,
no, I agree with that. It's just a very risky game. It's a very risky game.
It's risky.
No, it is. Oh yeah, big up. Oh yeah. I just want to say as well that new show you guys done yesterday, that was sick as well, innit? So yeah, I really enjoyed that.
I appreciate it, Eddie. Love, bro. Appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Cool, easy.
All right, take care, bro.
Easy, bro. Love for the love on all the Twitch follows as well, man. I'm not gonna lie, that I enjoyed yesterday's show as well. Still.
Next caller, Ahmad.
Yo, can you guys hear me?
We hear you, bro.
Yeah,
How you doing?
What's going on, bro?
Yo, what's up, my guys? What's up? Finally, after a year, this is crazy.
Are you trying for a year?
Swear down, bro.
Nah, apologies, bro. You be trying to get on that long term, man.
That's mad. I can't remember that.
Yeah, but all right. So I got a question for you guys. But first, I want to touch on FSG real quick. Like, to be honest with you guys, Liverpool for FSG, it's a portfolio thing. They're not interested in winning. They're not interested in making the club better in a financial sense. But for them, it's not really a competitive thing. So we're always going to be in the same mud over and over and over again. And that's just what it is with them. They lucked into the Klopp hire. Manchester United was meant to get him, but I don't think he liked the vibe of the club and the way that we have that family feel at Liverpool. I think he was just like, okay, this is where I need to be. So they even lucked into that. Then my question is, so I think we'll win the league this year, but I think our main competitor is going to be Chelsea. But so my question to you guys is, who do you think our main competitor will be? But before you answer that, I just want to say, like, so I feel like City and United, they really messed up this week. I think City, because one, they don't have a striker, and I don't rate Pep, to be honest. I think he's a guy who's been blessed with the players that he has. The clubs that he goes to are already winning the league every year. If City wanted to win the Carabao Cup and the Premier League, they could have kept Mancini for that. What was the point? What was the point?
Facts.
Because how do you get hired to win the Champions League, but you're winning the same thing, man? Like Pellegrini, I don't get it.
Facts.
But, and then United, Ronaldo. I tell you, man, these United fans are the most delusional people I've ever met in my life, because your hero. I know you guys know how they're like fanboys for him. He wants to go to City. City realized, nah, I don't think we should do it. And then he comes to you as a last chance, as a last option, sloppy seconds. But you're gassed. You're like, oh my God, he's here. But this is the thing. Ole he's the worst manager in the league. He's not gonna know how to deal with his ego. Ronaldo's not gonna like playing with McTominay. After the first bad ball, he's gonna be like, "Oh shit, what have I done? I could have stayed with Weston McKennie. He could have. It's true. He could have stayed in the Alps with McKennie. It would have been better." But yeah, man. So that's my question to you guys. I think it'll be us and Chelsea, but I think we'll get it done. We have the best manager in the world, and he makes miracles. This guy's like Jesus.
You know, Bob. Listen. As soon as you started fluing the Manchester clubs, I stopped the timer, bro. Big up your damn self. Everything. I swear, I stopped the timer. I was like, yo, if man's gonna start putting it on the Manchester clubs, I'm gonna stop the timer and let man go in, bro. But no, big up, man. Big up. I know it's your debut as well, bro. So big up, man. That was a great call
man.
still, bro.
Appreciate it, bro. Yeah,
great, man. Great, man. Big up yourself, bro.
Yeah,
take care, bro.
Yeah, brother.
Yo, I'm not even gonna lie. You see that portfolio thing? I kind of think we've always known that it is a portfolio building thing. Like, it's true. They get to say they've got the two biggest institutions, arguably, in baseball and Liverpool that they are in control of. Because I know Boston went a long time without winning anything, but if I'm not mistaken, they're one of the elite, like in terms of historical clubs of baseball, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it the Boston Red Sox and is it the LA what are they called?
Dodgers.
Dodgers? New York Yankees and the Boston Red
LA
Sox.
Dodgers.
They're
LA
like the
Dodgers and New York
big boys of
Yankees,
baseball, right? And then obviously you've got Man U, Liverpool, Real Madrid. You've got like they're the elite. So they've got to say that they're in control of two of the elite teams of whatever their sport brand is. And it's true, it's a portfolio thing. It's a portfolio thing for them for real. Like I don't know, and they jumped on an opportunity. They got to buy Liverpool for under 400 million, knowing that if they did the right moves, the club was worth 4 or 5 times that. 2 Cowboys ran us down into that situation. We shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Yeah, facts.
I think. No, go on.
I was going to say, I think our biggest rivals this season are going to be Manchester City.
Can I be honest?
But Chelsea will be running in close as well.
At the moment, I think it's a coin toss between all 4. I think all the 4 teams that finished top 4 last season, it's an absolute coin toss.
Right, but Man United, the only thing is that, again, he's the worst manager. Yeah. So Ollie's the worst. So that's why I feel like it's going to be Chelsea and City that'll push us closer than United.
I know, but Ollie's got a lot of individual quality for moments of brilliance.
He does.
He's got more individual quality than Chelsea. I know Chelsea's got more of that team thing going on now, but he's got more individual quality than Chelsea, bro. There's more match winners. There's way more match winners in that Man U team than any other team in the top 4.
That's a good shot for real.
Gonna bring in our last caller. So, guys, if you're not chosen, then again, as always, just DM me and we'll make sure you get on as a priority, even if I can say it next week. We're gonna try Scoop because he's been trying all year long. Sorry, all evening long to get on the stream.
It's felt like a year though.
Hey,
there you go.
It was me, Austin.
Oh boy!
All right, guys. Man, had to change my laptop. It was really frustrating.
Nah, that's cool, bro. You know, I'm gonna give you 2 minutes for being patient and being top of the league.
For real.
Oh yeah. Hope I can continue that. But yeah, thanks. So let me know when you're ready. Yeah.
Yeah. Go to.
All right. Yeah, guys, I'm vexed. Like, we've watched all summer long, Chelsea, City, United, all one up each other with transfer signings, and now United have got Ronaldo. Whilst all we've got is basically a backup centre back. To use to like borrow like a phrase from like Drifty's analogies or whatnot, we're moving worse than when Goku gave Cell Senzu being and watched Gohan get beat up. Like, we're moving worse. And last week,
I've got FOMO now still.
I'm done. No, Scoop, I'm done. Yeah, go.
Cal, basically, that's like giving your enemy a second chance, bro. That's
okay, cool.
Like, Callum, do you watch EastEnders or have you watched it in the past?
Nah, bro.
Never mind.
That is not my portion, brother.
You landed, man. I love you.
But
I have no idea.
Yeah, like the reason why I wanted to call in last week was because of the whole international break, and kind of rolling into this week, I've really realized that we've got away with one. Because if FIFA had got their way, Salah, Fabinho, Firmino, and Alisson would have been missing for weeks, whilst our Premier League title rivals wouldn't have had as much of a problem because they don't have as many South American, African, or just basically players who are from red-listed countries. Not only that, but we're guaranteed to miss Mane and Salah for a few weeks in January. And I just feel like, looking at the squad we have,
we should be in a title race this season, and we should be taking advantage of the fact that Real Madrid, Barcelona, and others are being mediocre right now. Yet FSG are sabotaging us. I think looking at the squad right now, we're in good enough shape to have a respectable account, to give a respectable account of ourselves this season. But in the long run, I feel like we're doing an Arsenal, and I'm really scared for the future, especially when Klopp leaves.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
I like the Arsenal
I hear you.
comparison. I do like the Arsenal comparison.
I feel like we're going
for a while now.
Klopp is. I know Klopp.
You know what? You know what's mad? Sorry, Matt. You see that? You see what we just said about the FIFA team? You are so on the money. I think because the club ended up winning, I feel like we've kind of forgotten that if FIFA had got their way, they were saying these men needed to go into quarantine for 3 weeks, right?
About that, yeah.
Do you know how many games they would have missed of 3 weeks quarantine in September/October?
And November as well.
Like, you are so right on that. And the thing is, the club themselves, knowing that there's the AFCON as well, as Cal said earlier, it isn't even just, there's only 2 games. I'm sure there's a Carabao Cup game that gets played during that time if we get through to the next round of that. And not only that, 2 games is still very important, as Cal pointed out. If we drop points in those 2 games, it could be the difference between 3rd, 2nd, or winning the league. What we need to understand is we need to treat the whole season like an AFCON. If an injury happens to a player where we don't have a backup or an adequate backup for that player, what happens? And we've continued to have this problem and never had to do anything because, thankfully, by the graces of God, nothing actually came of it until last year, where Van Dijk, Gomez, and Matip all did get injured, and we were like, what the hell do we do now? What do we do now? And does anybody here want to see Henderson and Fabinho playing centre-back ever again?
No.
Listen, bang on the money, Scoot. Bang on the money.
Not only that, Drift, but I'm sorry, Callum, just one last thing.
No, bro.
Yeah. I think you also left out that they would have missed Champions League matches as well. And as you kept pointing out yesterday, we're basically in a group of death. So it's like every single game is important. We've seen in the past few years how if you slip up once, that's the league done. You basically need to get like around about 100 points. I know last season it was a bit less, but we can put that down to COVID and whatnot. You need to be bang on the money to win the league. And with FSG, we have owners who they don't strive for perfection, whereas the others do. And I just feel that we're going to be in a situation like what Arsenal were in, where Arsene Wenger, the brilliance of Arsene Wenger, kept them relevant, and that's what's happening with Klopp. But Klopp's only one guy, and he's basically battling. Battling conglomerates. I hope I said that word right.
Conglomerate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like he's only one guy, so at some point we're gonna start falling further and further behind. And I don't know. I know you guys have mentioned that whilst FSG aren't the best owners, they're not the worst. I'm beginning to disagree, man. I think they're horrible.
Boy, you know what? It's a tough one because if I take my emotions out of this group, I will always actually say, do you know what? There's some good things that they have done for us. And I'm not going to sit back and just always say it's bad. Especially the fact that they were in control. I know Matt says this a lot. Even though there were other things, me and Matt know firsthand through actually speaking to in-the-know people, that there were people that were actually more powerful and would have been better owners that actually got sideswiped, that gave FSG control of Liverpool. And I think would have been in a much better position if FSG had have lost that war. But that's neither here nor there. We won't go into that. But they were still in control while we did some good things. So I'm not always going to say everything they do is this, everything they do is that, blah, blah, blah. And the fact that we're the only top flight club that I can think of, correct me if I'm wrong, that don't run on any debt whatsoever. That is amicable. It is. There's nobody can sit here if you take emotions out of it and say that's not amicable. Every other team is running on a debt apart from us, which if all of a sudden it just became about you have to run the way FSG want to run us, we'd be in a perfect situation you could ever imagine because everyone else would be running in the debt.
That's never going to happen.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's never actually going to happen. So it's quite difficult to give them credit for something they'll never fully get to cash in on. So we have to look at it from a point of view of they do a lot of messed up stuff. And when it comes to transfers, which is the only time they can make up for it, they never seem to want to make up for it. As you lot have said already, I said, let's milk them. Let's put pressure on them as a fan base, as a manager. Klopp, this is Klopp's opportunity to put pressure on them. Look what you did to the fan base with the whole Super League thing. Let's make them happy. Give me this player. Give me that player. Let's do this. Let's improve. Let's win the league. Let's show this, whatever. And they don't. And the transfer window is the moment where we always have that reflection and we sit back and we go, do the Glazers care more than FSG? Does Kroenke care more than FSG? It's obvious that the Prince of Thingy at Man City, and obviously we all know that Abramovich for years has cared more. It's like, so done. Of the top teams, even though our owners are probably the best in terms of like how they run the club, so to speak, in terms of caring, we've got the owners who care the least. It's clearly obvious we've got the owners who care the least out of everyone. And that right there, that's our major problem, because you've got to care. As an owner of a football club, you have to care how well that football club does. You have to. It can't be a portfolio. It can't be. Like, everybody knows someone who's got a first in a degree and they're still working in retail, and you're like, well, go on, brother. Well, no one's hiring me, you know? So what's the point in having that first if you're not going to get to do anything with it? So that portfolio is great, FSG, but that don't help no one. It don't help no one.
Well said. Scoot, always a pleasure, bro.
Yeah,
always
thanks, guys.
Definitely, Scoot. I appreciate that, man.
You know, you're the hunted as well now, bro. Don't buckle under the pressure now, bro. It's lonely at the top, bro.
I'll do my best.
Trust me.
Take it easy, guys.
Take care, bro.
Big up, bro.
Nice one, bro. All right, gonna get through the super chats, people, and then gonna sign off. As I said, if you didn't get on this week, all you gotta do is just send us a DM, and we'll make sure you get priority for next week.
Apologies for about the 4 or 5 rants I've been on today as well. So I'm upset at the moment.
Nights every 5. Jamrock says didn't lose the title to City because of one loss. Lost because Klopp didn't play to get a win in the drawn games. He played to not get beat. 7 draws. We give you 7 points. We win 3, lose 4, get 9 points. Draws are bad. I'll be honest.
Behind that.
I'll be honest. Apart from the City game, I think we actually went into every game to win.
I was gonna say City was the only one. Remember the start
guys,
we said it.
Away at United was a bad result.
No, but we went to win that game. We actually.
I don't know, man. They were dropping like flies.
But we didn't go into that game with a negative lineup or anything like that. We just
remember, it's just that the team just didn't perform. I wouldn't say that we.
There's a difference between not performing and having the negative.
That's what I'm saying.
Negative mindset.
No, but then again, Klopp should have sent them out with a mentality to murder, kill.
No, but he does that all the time, though. That's a given.
It's just the it's the Old Trafford. We know for whatever reason at Old Trafford we never turn up, bro.
Thankfully, we got over that this season.
But we got over it, yeah, obviously.
Thankfully, we got over that. Salah!
Jamra also says, question, what would you guys say if and when Klopp leaves, writes an autobiography, and what you think was happening, actually what he wanted? How would you guys react? Honestly, if we're still doing content by the time Klopp comes out of an autobiography and he confirms everything that it was him and it wasn't FSG, I will come on here and I'll say
I'll apologize a bit. I was wrong, innit? It's got completely wrong.
And I will hold my hands up.
I don't think Klopp would even out people in the autobiography.
Neither do I.
I don't think he would.
Yeah, neither do I.
He's a stand-up guy. I don't think he would.
Steven says, I reckon we will pull something out of the bag after the Chelsea game and international break, so we have no games to focus on. Big up you lot, love guys. Big up to yourself, Steven.
Big up, Stephen, man.
Hope so, Stephen. Vitu says at this rate we should hijack the Luis Diaz deal to that Everton are working on.
100%. That's my Diaz. That's how I know that certain man is just watching face. I shouldn't have said nothing. You know, like when Cal was talking about Burley winning thing, and then straight away Burley came in and was like, hold on a minute, how is this even happening? I should have just kept the DF stuff to myself, bro. I swear down, bro.
That is because Nat Phillips is one of the greatest baller to ever play the game. If you can't see it, then you is blind. You have to see it. The boy is a wonder. Him is a specimen. Him is the 10th wonder of the world. Nat Phillips.
You know what? Yeah. I'm telling you now, I'm saying this in public. I am forcing Cal to do after every Burnley game, an Island Dash 2-3 minutes that we can have an actual series where we hear from Island Dash after every Burnley game. I'm gonna make Cal do it because that is gonna be the most legendary episode series ever. I swear that.
Well, make sure you send money for the digital, the thing the free. I'm a damn cheek if it thinks that me I go pay out of my pocket for it. We not have the money there, Burnley. Understand? Make sure. Send the money. You know where to send the money. Western Union.
Bro, I was gonna say Western Union, you know.
and send the barrel and not pack it up with flour and biscuit. Me want Sam Max Legend says this is a medium debate and opinion and one of the best on YouTube. We love Jamrock, but agree to disagree with him and respect him. Facts. That's the way it should be.
Yeah, man.
Plano Boy says Klopp isn't above criticism. The fact that he said if players are available with better quality than what we have, we'd go for it. It's not FSG.
What did Klopp say? What did he say?
If there are better players than what we have available, then we'd go for it. How much are those players going to cost, though? Are they attainable?
Is that what he said?
No, I'm saying that's my question back.
Okay.
They are attainable, Cal. They are.
I was gonna say you just got
the people who we've wanted and the people who we've spoken about realistically, which is why if anybody wanted to criticize the way we've come at this, nobody here, even though we've had our dream scenarios, Cal wanted Mbappe, wanted Haaland, Matt wanted Mbappe, I wanted Kane. Every fan dreams of a superstar player coming to their team. We're allowed to do that. But whenever we spoke realistically and we put the jokes to one side, we spoke about the likes of Luis Diaz, Basuma, Marlon, Matt was saying, Neto from Cal. We've always spoken about players who are very achievable, very realistic. Yeah, very realistic, attainable players we should be looking at. None of the players we've named, Liverpool should have any problem attaining if they really wanted to go and get that player. And we haven't gone for any of them. Not one of them.
We're not doing nothing, but a lot of people think...
when Cal said he was dreaming about Varane, I'll be honest with you. The fact he went to Man United for 42 million in the end means Cal wasn't even dreaming. 42 million he went for in the end.
Bro,
we paid 36 million for Ibu. It shouldn't even have been a dream to go for Varane, Cal. You should have actually been on the money when you said Varane, when you think about it.
Yeah,
very
true. Jamrock, do me a favor, Jamrock. I don't know if you follow me on social, if you've got my stuff. If you have, just drop me a DM with that website one more time. Apologies, I know you sent it a couple of times. Tahir says Ronaldo is a threat. He wants to prove himself. Look, man, Ronaldo's got an elite mentality, man. Like
he does.
Ronaldo could be playing. He could be playing at the park and he'd want to win. He's that type of guy. So
yeah.
He's always gonna have something to prove in his mind, and that's why he's one of the greatest to play this game, because of that mentality. So you have to hand it to him. Could have taken an easy payday and gone somewhere real comfy, like Qatar or America, and still wants to play at the highest level. You got to respect.
He weren't going to do that when he saw Messi rocking up at PSG.
No, but that's what I said. As soon as he saw Messi and then man moving, he got on the blower to hold it, and he was like, "I'm not trending. No one's talking about me. Can you orchestrate something, please? No one's talking about me. I just need someone to talk about me. No, Messi's moving. Kylian's moving. Why isn't my name in the news? Can someone do something about Jorge? Jorge, please. Jorge, please do something. Get me a move. Just tell Juve I don't want to be here anymore. I need to be the talk of the town. Please. Jorge, can you hear me? Jorge. Oh, your reception's back. Jorge, could you just make something happen for me, please, Jorge? I don't want to be here anymore. Jorge, please. Please, Jorge, make me the talk of the town. Anywhere. In fact, make me go to Manchester City. That'll get the whole fan base riled up. Please. Jorge, what's Pep saying? Pep saying he's not going to pay the money. Okay, Jorge, listen, tell Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Alex Ferguson that I'm going to go Manchester City. They'll pay the money. Jorge, I need to be trending again. Jorge, please. Jorge. Okay, Jorge, bye. Jorge.
Talk about Salah.
Jorge, Salah keeps on getting top goal scorer. Jorge, I don't like it. Jorge, I want to be the talk of the town, but Salah's and everyone keeps on talking about how humble he is. Jorge, can you make it stop, please? Jorge, just send me back to Manchester United or Manchester City. I just want to score goals. Jorge, tell Bruno I'm taking penalties as well. Jorge, make it happen, please. Jorge. Okay, Jorge, bye, Jorge. Thank you, Jorge. Guy he wants to be the center of attention. He just wants to be the center of attention. And he's got his wish. He's got.
And you know what? All those Man United fans that were dragging him through the mud. Have you seen the U-turn? You've never seen a big U-turn in your life.
Of course.
They were going to string him up last night.
For real. A couple of them burnt the shirts. Now they can't even get the ashes back.
So we don't have the capacity.
Whoever edited that video is a legend. You know, I actually feel like the lip syncing is so perfect that Pep is actually saying we don't have the capacity. Bro, I swear down, that is so on point, bro. That is so on point.
We're done.
We are going to be back here tomorrow. Going to be live for watch long Liverpool versus Chelsea. We're going to have a live reaction as well to that. If you haven't already, check out the preview. Check out the preview if you haven't already. Smash the like button, subscribe, or super chat here. Cal, I have 4 of those drawn games still on my DVR. United, Chelsea, Leicester, and West Ham. His setup was poor and didn't make adjustments when needed.
We should have won that Arsenal game. 100%.
Yeah, we got screwed over by officials in that game, though, because we had a goal disallowed when it was onside as well.
I know, but we let Lacazette score an equaliser we should have never let happen. We did a watch-along for that game, innit, Matt?
Yeah, I remember, bro. Trust me.
Terrible. We should have never let Arsenal take points off it.
No.
Leicester as well. We took the lead in the Leicester game. We took the lead in the West Ham game.
Yeah, but we should have had a penalty. In that Leicester game, we should have had a penalty as well.
Yeah, but we should have won them games, man. We should have.
Easier said than done. But people, please smash the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and until next time, stay safe, stay blessed. We are Kopish and we are out, people. Take care.
So we don't have the capacity.